Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you two fucking fuck? Game over, man. Game over.
Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's flames. There's phones. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get verschnicken. Join me. Why did somebody tell me my ass was so big?
No, you fool. We're following orders.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Who is he? He's an asshole, sir. You know that. What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole. How many assholes we got on this ship, anyhow? I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Try to relax your anus.
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct. Well,
He's got him! He's got him! He's got him! Get him! The goddamn robots, John!
Good afternoon. We've got a show for you guys today. Here we go. Let's move over here. Let's do that. There, boom. We've got a show today, and I tell you, this one's interesting. A lot of people already picking up on the title that I put out there. I kind of figured one-word title might get their attention. Fight. People are like, wait, fight, what? Negrodamus was in here earlier saying cripple fight. No. Not a cripple fight. Not unless you count me fighting you guys because you're retarded and so am I. No, that's true. I am literally medically retarded. I am the stupidest man in broadcasting. Yes. I know a lot of people say that guy's dumb and that guy's dumb. I have paperwork. Suck it. All right, Rusty Grammar jumping up in the Rumble chat. Good to see you, sir. Let's catch up with the YouTube chat here. Mr. Q, fight, who fight, when, where, why. Oh, a bunch of people fighting over a bunch of stupid things for a bunch of stupid reasons. I'm going to, for the first time ever, say that, well, not ever. It's not ever. But I'm going to, for the first time ever, say that I'm siding with the activist in one of our stories. I am siding with the activist. Cockfight. God, no, that's not legal. Digger 420. Hiya, kids. Fight. I'm in. All right, don't mess with the Canuck. She's still, she is alleged to still have shovels. She's one of the dangerous ones. Fight. Was it at a fast food restaurant? Why does everyone assume it's just one fight? It's the overall theme of the show. We got a lot of things. Lots of assholes, fill some holes, fight, black versus white. You're right. There's a lot of things to talk about that are fighting. No Fallen the Great. It is not a race war, though. It is not a race war. I don't think there's any fighting with people, midget fighting. Now, Amanda Hugginkiss, if you want to describe for me a good goddamn time, it's midget fighting. It's midget fighting. So I can't confirm anything, but I do have officially, we have received our first merch order on the merch site. Thank you, Brian S. That'll be a nice chunk of a show day.
Oh, God, excuse me.
Why am I sneezing so bad now? BBC versus Cripple Dick. Well, Now, who are you predicting in that fight? Because are you saying I'm Cripple Dick? Because I don't like that moniker. Digger, Johnny, and I are gonna cock joust. Will you referee the competition? I mean, those names are both highly speculative. I've never seen it, so I can't confirm that you are a BBC. And how do you know my dick is crippled? Just because I am. Digger, bless you. Thank you. Somebody should. And shame the devil. All right. Midget bowling is better than midget fighting. Dude, midget action is good no matter what. Little people doing stuff. Very entertaining. All right. Okay, so as I keep, like, someday I'm going to learn that I just can't apparently fit in this chair. I need to get a new chair or something. This one's gotten destroyed in so many ways. That's what I should do if we end up having a bonus on the tax season thing. We invest in the show and get a new, a nicer chair for the, well, but we want to bring Humpty back when we move studios. Don't know if I was supposed to say that out loud. But yeah, the studio move, we want to make Humpty back a part of the show. We want to figure out, I think I have an idea for the studio setup, and when we move, we can maybe do it. It just depends where. We got to figure out how we do all that. Anyways, is the joust going to be on Pornhub? St. Caesar, I don't know that Pornhub does live streaming stuff, and I'm not going to live stream a dick joust. Plus, why? Like, try harder to say that you're secretly gay, man. Like, this was a joke that he threw in there, and no offense, but that's what Brian's deal is. And now you're like, I want to watch. Like, that's kind of weird, all right? You should never be like, hey, two guys are going to cockfight. I want to see this. Unless you're talking about UFC. But even then, dicks should never be involved. Digger420, giggity, I wonder how Johnny keeps breaking his chairs. Because I'm fat. And it's not even that the chair's broken. It's just that it doesn't fit for me quite ergonomically, and I slide forward. And my cat's down a number on it on the parts you can't see because he grabs onto it with his claws. Not gay, sir, but if you want to advertise it, advertise it. Again, you were asking if you could watch. So, I mean, I'm sorry if you want to watch two dudes fight with their dick. I got bad news for you. Tariff day number 3 started to switch from Mountain Dew to Mountain Lightning from Walmart. I have also started to reuse condoms by rinsing them and hanging them to dry. They also make great party balloons. No, they don't, Los Federales, because they are micro-perforated, okay? There are micro-perforations in them things. You can't inflate that. You blow it up like a balloon, and it will deflate slowly. Very, very, very slowly. Fallen the Great, that makes sense. Good to see you. No, Digger, what? Massive farts, no. It's not massive farts. The cats destroyed the bottom of it, and the carpet sucks, and I push out, yeah. Dick jousting always turns into docking. That's right, Lab Glass. That's why I won't participate. And I've never even seen a dick joust. I just trust that that's what happens. That's usually what I've heard. Like, that's how it ends up. That's how it rolls out. Did you fix Monster Hunter for Saturday yet, Johnny? It might be a problem with running all 3 things at once, Discord, all that. But there's a variety of ways we can fix that issue. I can Discord through the phone. And the phone can be paired into the board, so we can take Discord out of the mix. That's actually that's a good idea. That's a damn good idea, because we're just using Discord for the voice chat. It's not even for invitations and shit. So I can jump in there, and I can still manage stuff from the phone, I think. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Whatever you say, Johnny. Yeah, right? Los Federales, have you looked into moose skin condoms? Why? It's going to be the official gorilla milking business website. No, it isn't. So, yeah, I'm going to do a dry run on Monster Hunter tomorrow morning. I'm going to see if I pull up Monster Hunter and just, like, my Streamlabs with my websites up. I'm going to see if that works, or if the game crashes. I'm also going to try and have the game running before I start up the stream stuff. Because the game's startup issues, like the game getting started up and loading up, that's the big one. after that, it's not as big of a resource issue. So we're going to try doing it in that order and see if it works. I was today years old when I learned that my province, BC, the hydroelectric capital of the world, buys 20 to 30% of our electricity from the United States. Make it make sense. Well, you see, like, electricity is a lot like money. Yours is worth about 70% of ours. So you buy 20 to 30% for the people that want the real good electricity. Does that make sense? Because otherwise, yeah, I have nothing for you. I got nothing for you. The hydroelectric capital of the world. So you have what? A lot of hydroelectric dams? Maybe you don't produce enough electricity. Is it a lack of electricity that's produced? I mean, what's the deal? Made Canada 100% Canadian moose. Won't do shit. Digger can run disk with no problem, so obviously doesn't have an impact. People were saying Discord is a resource hog. And I'm just saying, if I'm running a bunch of resource hogs at once, it can be an issue. So it might be a boot up sequence thing. Did you ever see that's right. I'm old. If you've ever seen Apollo 11, you'll remember that they had to keep the voltage at a certain point while booting up the lander. Otherwise, they risked blowing the thing up. So they had to figure out the correct boot up sequence so that it didn't spike it. Same deal here. We just have to load the programs in the correct order. And when we fucked up yesterday's thing, or not yesterday, when we fucked up Monster Hunter last Saturday, we couldn't load it and then go to it. So I'm gonna load it first and see if it works off the kick like that, and it should, and then we'll do that. And I'm gonna do that on Friday for one very, very important reason. If it doesn't work, I can get the game on my console, and I can stream it through my console by doing a video capture on my computer. Is it far from ideal? Yep. Would I have to start all over again? Pretty much. And it would cost me money again. So it's like all of those things put together. But, like I said, it's doable. And if that's the case, then we can do that Friday. So one way or another, we'll be playing Monster Hunter on Saturday. I will say this about Saturday's stream. Friday is going to be tomorrow is going to be our super big happy we need to make some money funding day that we're going to try to do once a month. What I call the Friday Fun Day. A once a month celebration where I'm gonna try to keep adding stuff to it for like stuff for people. So this first one kind of came together slapdash. So we don't have all the door prizes this time around. Next month we're gonna try to have door prizes available. I'm waiting on my merch to see like how long it takes to get here and how decent it is. But if the merch is good, then I might even try to do a thing where I buy an item off the store for you. You tell me what the certain people throwing in money, and we're like, all right, then boom. Or stream it to Discord 1080p, then I can stream it to your account. No, if I was... Actually, that's a bad idea. Yes, it is, Brian S. Yes, it is. The way I have it worked out right now with my current with my current tech setup is pretty much best and only way I can do it. If we can make it work without using Discord, because like I said, I can Discord through my phone. I really can. My phone's, I don't mean to brag, Brian. You might not know this, but I am a fan of fads. So I have tablet phone. I can Discord through my phone. Pretty easily. So we can cut out Discord, have the websites up, have Streamlabs up. All I'm going to do is see if Monster Hunter Wilds can run first. I'll boot it first. If you do it through the Xbox, you can Discord through the Xbox. I don't give a shit about Discord. going through the Xbox. If I'm going through the Xbox, I don't need to do anything. And I understand that you don't get it, St. Caesar, and I know I can Discord through the Xbox. But I don't want to Discord through the Xbox if I'm doing it through a capture card on here. The only part of it that's going to be on the Xbox is going to be the controller that I'm using. And then it's going through that. My picnic table has the same shirt. Too soon. Oh, and don't be surprised, but I'm not going to have my contacts in tomorrow. I'm not going to be wearing a dress shirt tomorrow because, again, we're going to be drinking, we're going to be smoking, and that's if we're getting support. Like, the whole thing. The whole idea is to earn a lot of straight support in all of the sources, that the buyout days will take chunks and straight deposits will take chunks, and we're just kind of set for the month, and we're ahead of the game. And then people just throw in when they're having a good time, $5 for this. I want to see Johnny do a burn. And it just kind of keeps the show rolling. A fun thing. Like, we get one big thing to get the funding kind of covered, and then we just don't really stress it going on. And then people don't have to give, and I don't have to beg, and none of that. But we also will have, like I said, the next month one will have door prizes and stuff. So we're going to be making it better as we go, especially if it starts receiving, if it starts receiving kind of good returns, like people like it, they do it, we'll keep making it better. Have food next to you tomorrow and a pee bottle just in case. Thank you for your advice, St. Caesar. I didn't ask. I've done this before. I don't know if you know this or not. I've been streaming before, done drinking streams before. I gotcha. Xbox has a backdoor app hidden in the Microsoft Store. You can use your home network to capture your console on your streaming computer. That sounds like a lot of stuff that could get me in trouble and isn't worth the effort, Atomic Ray. Like, what I'm talking about doing right now is literally just buying the game on the console and then taking my really long HDMI cable that I have plugged into the back of my computer and plugging it into the Xbox. And then I just use the app I already have with the capture card that's already in the computer. And I just put that on the stream. Digger saying $5 glasses of water for those who are. Yes. Glasses of water. There's going to be, for everybody who's concerned, let's go over the safety precautions. All right. First of all, the stream safe word is Aaron is gay. And I know that's a phrase, and that's why. No one will remember it. Anyways, not in trouble, but shit quality. Oh, well then, yeah, it's still even more reason not to do it. The HDMI is going to capture it in 1080p. I used to do this with video games all the time. So that was but anyways, not in trouble, but shit quality. So yeah, we're going to go with straight HDMI to capture card. The problem-free way. I thought you Canadians drank maple syrup. I'm not Canadian. At any rate. So safety precautions, we'll have some whiskey and stuff. We'll have a Johnny Walker Black. And I'm thinking I'll have a shooter drink. I'm thinking I'll have Fireball on hand for people that want me to like hit a shot. We'll have and I'll cut the drinks if we're really going heavy. But yeah, we'll do sips and shots and all those things. I'm going to have you chug so much fucking water, says Brian. Yeah, that's the other thing. People will make me chug water just so I have to pee. Like, that's going to be a problem. You will be a piss-making factory. Reason they don't publicly offer it is their support is for Xbox console streaming. Is everyone a boomer? No. You read that wrong. Xbox has an app. Xbox has a backdoor app and a hidden Microsoft store. That sounded a very, what would you call it? That sounded very like, hey, it's not publicly available for a reason. I didn't say I'd get in like serious trouble. I said that sounds like it could get me into trouble. Did you think I automatically meant with like Xbox? No, it just sounds like it could get me into trouble in terms of I have to play with my computer, download an app, backdoor into another app. I could end up leaving something open for someone to hack me. Like I said, it could get me in trouble. in trouble like I broke shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Or like it's not legal. There's a whole slew of stuff covered in trouble. Johnny looks like he works at the tablet phone kiosk at the mall. Thank you, Roots Calhoun. I love it how, I used to wear T-shirts all the time for this, and people are like, oh, Johnny, like, yeah, you look like a schlub. You can't even dress nice. Like, whatever. It's like, so I put on fucking button-down shirts, and, he looks like he sells phones at the mall. I suppose that is a step up from looking like a stoner boomer. It sounds very developer. I'm just not going to, like I said, I'm not going to go in it and do it. I already have a very, what would I call it, idiot-proof way set up where I just change the cable from the TV to the Xbox One, and then we go, and we're good. So like I said, one way or another, we'll do Monster Hunter tomorrow. I really, really don't want to have to do it on console, though. So I'm hoping if we just load the game first, get the game loaded up first, we can do that. There's other couple things I might try to do. You look good, Johnny. Digger is moist, says 8-Ball. You look like a counselor at a school for retarded children. Hey, man, I might be looking for work, so thank you for the suggestion. We could do that. Speaking of work, I'll do the work part of the show right now. We have $45 to make our goal today and go for an extra half hour. If you want to throw in there, that would be awesome. We count all of our pay stuff when we get to issue a payout, not when we get the cash, but when we know how much is going there. So if you go through Rumble and them, we appreciate it. YouTube will be paying out at the end of the month, so we got a couple weeks for that still, and then it'll buy out a chunk of days, and then Twitch got us down to 45 today with everything from yesterday. So we've all got it in there. We are now running solid on. Your eyes say goal, but that shirt says broke. And you're right. My eyes do say goal because this shirt does say broke. I am broke. I am very broke. And it's not even a big goal. It's $45. Yeah, one time I started deleting stuff that I didn't want to, and I got overzealous. I don't know what it was that I should have left alone. But long story short, I'm glad I have a disk to start over. Right. I'm not going to mess with my shit on that one. I'm not going to. But there are all the things. Why can't you guys just be happy Johnny doesn't look like he sucks dick from an Amazon bathroom? I don't know, man. Maybe some people think that's how I do look. Maybe that's how they are viewing me, Max. Maybe that's how it is. All right, so let's pin that there. And let's pin this one here. And then we got to pin this one, and that's the business end. We'll keep an eye on that as it moves forward. I hope we can hit that so we can do our extra half hour, because we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Like I said, there was a lot of people fighting. No, he looks like he sucks dicks in a Barnes & Noble. Aww. It's a Barnes & Noble. Well, at least it's like higher brow. Have you been in a Barnes & Noble lately? Those things are nice. They got some sweet shit in there. The only thing you can't get, I think, is booze. I don't think they let you, unless there's like wine or something. But no, there's a coffee bar. That's it. It's a coffee bar, but there's like a bistro. It's weird. I went into my local Barnes & Noble a little while ago for a birthday gift for somebody, and I was surprised. And not just, they have way more than just books now. You can tell the old novel sales aren't doing quite what they used to, because a lot more than just books. If you are in a preview console, John, and have to use Xbox. No, I'm not. Saint Caesar, how about just for me, don't. I don't want to know. I don't care. I'll deal with my issues. It's a thing that gets weird. Hey, be wary of this. It doesn't even apply to me. It doesn't. But just so you know, like, back off, guy. I don't even know if I'm using the console yet. You're getting way ahead of me and yourself. Do they still have CDs? I don't know. I think so. I know they I thought I saw records there. Like, you get LPs and shit. But I don't know if they have CDs. I know that they have Legos. I saw Legos there. They have like legit kid toys and stuff. I don't know who that is, Pool Scam Sam. But either way, I do look good. We need a waffle emoji. Yes, we do. I will work on a waffle emoji. I can upload emojis to YouTube, right? Can we upload emojis to YouTube? I'd love YouTube to be able to have waffle emojis and everyone else. I was banned from Barnes & Noble for moving gay books to the fiction section. Johnny looks like the teacher that had to be replaced by Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds. Why did I, So you're saying I'm Samuel Jackson from 817, or 187? I like to pretend that the teacher that they replaced in Dangerous Minds was Samuel Jackson from 187. Like, I think just... That's who it was. All right, I have to load my first hour stuff. Shit, we're halfway through the hour. I haven't done it. We'll talk briefly about Johnny Somali facing new charges. We have, we'll get into that. We have a thing about St. Cloud with a space shuttle. We might have a space shuttle. We might not. Why don't you? You don't want to open. All right. Whatever. Okay. That we got a fucked up art exhibition, and we've got a story about a South Korean fighter jet during a training run.
Yes. The AI expert from
you CNN. God damn it. All right. God damn it, Bobby. Control C, new thing. Control V, boom. There we go. All of our news stories loaded up. And I have to go over here. You're going to start an ad. Crap. Close. Did I beat it? I think I beat the timer. Yay! I beat it. JD Honey is the Gen Z version of whiskey, says Ryan the Garbage Man. A short from Ryan the Garbage Man. Okay, we'll grab this. Chet asks. I don't know what this is, and I don't care. Don't know who they are, and I don't care. I saw that. Crap! Because I checked his. Dude, stop! Because I checked his stupid link. God damn it! Alrighty. So, Johnny looks like a dude that's really good at building Lego shit without the directions. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. I will say it goes a lot faster if you just use the directions, though. Because no matter whether you can do it without the directions or not, can we all agree 90% of your time is fucking digging for the one goddamn piece? And now that they do it for doing it without the directions, now that they give you the fucking bags and they're numbered and you know where to start, yeah, it's really fucking easy. If you can't do it now, it's your problem. My daughter does it without the directions. She's fucking 6. She does it with the directions, too. She loves it both ways. I am the only one that thinks about Jack Daniels every time I hear J.D. Vance, says Los Federales. Poignant Pachyderm, good to see you, Aaron. All right, more like a lying autistic. Okay. Okay, Chet Hanks is the patois son of Tom Hanks. Ryan the Guards, right? Cool. Still don't care. But thank you. Satellite Man, what's up, Johnny? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. We've got $45 in the goal today to knock out. The PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs is all linked at the top. Twitch goes in. We can usually count that. We get that. We'll do the extra half hour. We're going through news stories. Right now, a quick update on Johnny Somali. He's going to be on trial tomorrow. The Johnny Somali trial starts tomorrow. And so we're just going to cover it very briefly. He's facing new charges as South Korean hackers track his location ahead of trial. They linked Legal Mindset in this. Check this out. They linked Legal Mindset. He gets some time. Good for you, buddy. This is a big development. We'll discuss it on stream tonight. Okay, so according to Legal Mindset, he's getting noted in the paper. According to Legal Mindset, a lawyer and YouTuber closely following the case, Somali was charged on March 4th with a second count of obstruction of business, bringing his total charges to 4. He's also facing allegations under minor crimes laws with further legal action possible. If convicted, each obstruction charge carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and an $11,000 fine. Meanwhile, the South Korean hackers have reportedly identified his location by analyzing a brick wall in the background of a recent video. While no immediate action has been taken, hackers claim they will share this information with locals interested in tracking him. Somali has already faced backlash in South Korea, including a physical confrontation with a former Korean Navy SEAL. Oh, damn, which went viral. I bet that's the one we played before. His legal troubles are continuing to mount with allegations of violations of anti-terrorism laws. Oh, fuck. Making threats against female streamers, creating AI deepfakes, and spreading North Korean propaganda. With his trial set to begin on March 7th, at the Western District Courthouse in Seoul, the latest developments are expected to bring further scrutiny from authorities and the public. So he's fucked. He's fucked. At this point, Johnny Somali. No, Los Federales. I feel like at this point, America should disavow Johnny Somali. We should kick away. We should. What is it called when you take away a person's citizenship? But either way, look, he's no longer American. All right? I don't know what other, he is no longer American. He is purposefully, willfully choosing to travel abroad, being a piece of shit. He ain't ours anymore. He just got himself kicked out of the America Club. We're picking up people who, if you listen to depending on who you listen to, we're picking up and sending back people who supposedly climbed here on their hands and knees through war zones just to live a better life. This asshole's jet-setting around the world, making Americans and tourists look bad. Yeah. How about we fucking export his ass? Poignant pachyderm. Commie troll, disavowed and banished. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We banish him from the U.S., whether he was born here or not. He says in his online handle, Johnny Somali, so I'm guessing he has Somalian heritage. He can go back there. They'll allow him back there. They don't. I doubt Somalia gives two shits about what he's been up to over there. So, yeah, let him do that. Let him do that. Better not try to sneak into Minnesota either. Well, that's the problem he's going to have in America in general. Is anywhere you go can't have a Korean community, because if it does, you're screwed. If it does, you're screwed, sir. They'll be on you very, very quickly. All right, so this is the being hunted by hackers days away from trial. Hackers are watching him. They also link the legal mindset thing. Segment begins at 10:38. Okay, let's go to this video.
So anyways,
at 10:38. He's getting linked in 2 news articles. Good for you, buddy. God, it's hard to scroll to 10:38 on this little bar. 10:39. It's 1 second tighter than it should be. So there we go. Let's full screen it for the audience and catch up with what Legal Mindset's saying about Johnny Somali. And then after that, we'll get into some other stuff. Boop, here we go.
There's a brick wall behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So the hackers were able to pinpoint, based on the brick wall, where the brick wall was, and then triangulate that to whatever device they were using, and then find out their exact location.
Holy shit. They used internet autism in order to pinpoint them, and oh god, wow, GeoGuessed them. That's great.
The Korean white hacking is quite insane, and there's a lot of competitions. Like my university, in the other campus, they have like hacking tournaments for students. They'll make like a dummy computer with a dummy system basically that they have to hack into and have prizes and that kind of thing. So
that seems like it should be
because white hacking is a way to, get around unethical hacking, because it's kind of, to find weaknesses in the system, that kind of thing.
White hacking? So now we're going to make it racial. White hacking's good, black hacking's bad. Black hacking lowers computer values. White hacking tries to gentrify systems. He's going to have to marry Ilhan Omar to get back into America, says Mr. Q. How about if that happens, we deport her too? Because honestly, I skipped it because I didn't want to get to it today. We have another story of another politician supposedly saying, again, a Somalian, as far as I understand, immigrant, saying, look, all people of Somalia need to realize and understand that they need to support Somalia, and that's why, as a representative for Maine, I will fight for Somalia. And it's like, dude, no. As a representative of Maine, your first and foremost goal should be to the state of Maine. I'm sure you would call it the great state of Maine. I'd call it the shitty state of Maine. Why? Because I can. But anyways, if it's South Korea, wouldn't that be yellow hacking? No, they're not in South Korea, Wild Saffron. We disavow Johnny Somali. Enjoy prison stuff. Yeah, dude. Anyways, let's get back to them talking about. It's crazy. He's made himself so much of a public enemy. This is one person. It's all self-error. He did it entirely on his own. No one forced him. No one made him. He just went out to be a dick because he thought, oh, I can make money off of that. I'm going to do it.
So these kind of people with their autistic skills were able to pin down based on a brick wall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the whole
Johnny,
white
I would
hat
be concerned.
versus, it's like white hat
Pizza
versus
box,
black hat.
brick
It's
wall.
Like, yeah, so it's like the good side of hacking versus the
Right.
evil side. For those that aren't familiar with the terms white hat and black hat,
Yeah.
and then gray is like, is it morally ambiguous? But that said, that's very impressive. And yeah, I know there's people that can do that. I know they have the power, but the fact is that they've pissed off enough people that they now have people that could be doing other things, spending their time tracking Johnny and Hank. And now they can track them around, I guess, and find out where they are. I mean, that's pretty great. All right.
That's pretty great. I don't know if that's great. It's certainly, I find it funny. I find it funny. I find it hilarious. It's not great for these guys, I'll tell you that much right now. It's not great for these two, Johnny and Hank. His name is Hank. Do you have the Jasmine Crockett story? There have been Jasmine Crockett stories I've heard of. The only one I know of right now is she released a video before Trump. And I don't know, do we have to do that? Like, I don't know. I don't think I do, but I was trying to keep it a little bit lighter and less off of politics. Hence why we opened with Johnny Somali. Although, as I say, I'm trying to stay away from politics, but he's a shit stirrer anyway. Make America great again. No, buddy. You're not welcome back here anymore. Let me tell you, I as an American, if I saw this motherfucker, I'd be pissed off. I'd be yelling at him and shit. Be like, hey, who the fuck let you back into this country, you piece of shit? Like, I'd have to verify that it's him first. I'd be like, excuse me. And I'd have to, but that's again where it's like, no, let's just not. I don't even want to have to worry that I could run into him, right? Like, can't we just ban his citizenship? Can't we just revoke his citizenship because of his own actions? Like, at what point do we go, nah, you could just, no. Yeah, I'm not. Send him to Canada. I don't know about that. White hat versus black hat. Spy versus spy was better. Mad. Thank you, Mr. Q.
아직도 정신을 못 차렸는지 제2 한국 전쟁을 시작하겠다는.
This is actually from my stream here. This is where I showed this clip. And by the way, everybody is free to do the same thing this woman does and this channel does. I absolutely endorse and support people using clips on my channel or any information to.
Ha ha! I ain't gonna get in trouble.
I make their own videos and get the word out there.
말을 팬들에게 알렸는데요. 그는 한국에서 있었던 첫 번째 일은 소말리의 제1차 한국 전쟁이고.
He said the first day he finished the Korea first war in Somalia, and now
이젠
he's
제2차 한국
going to
전쟁을
start second
시작하겠다고
Korean war.
알렸습니다.
right? That's Hank's words, not mine. Hank said that. So yeah, he's officially praising the CCP, attacking South Korea, pretty much slandering South Korea. Says, I low-key need that. It's going to be Korean War Part 2 when he goes live. So he is planning to at some point come back and go live, just not yet. This was before we saw some of his videos. So we saw like this comment, and then literally within a couple hours, he posted those weird photos with Hank, those TikToks where he's in Hank's room, and it's clear he's in Hank's room. So he's been making content now. He hasn't gone live in the sense that he hasn't turned on his own stream, hit live, and open it up for live streaming. But what he's done is he's made these TikToks and other videos which don't really have live comments or anything else enabled.
Right. So he's fucked. For some making America great evidently means making U.S. like North Korea. Does that mean... Wait, what? For some making America... Does that mean making U.S. like North... evidently means making U.S. like North Korea. Does that mean we don't get electricity at night, too? Do they get electricity during the day? The UK depersoned Graham Phillips. America should be able to do it to Johnny Somali. I would love to say, yeah, you're depersoned from us. You're not an American citizen anymore. You're out. Like, that would be hilarious if he gets like years in prison, and when he gets free, all he can do is go to Somalia. They're like, hey, congratulations. You can go to Somalia now. You can live stream there. You're not allowed anywhere else. Everyone else said fuck off because you've developed a reputation. And that would be funny. Historically, the first person to live stream themselves out of reality, it would be weird. They have political prisoners on treadmills generating power during the day, I think, says Poignant Pachyderm. That is a very weird way to generate power. You'd think they'd at least use bicycles. The pedaling motion is a lot easier. You're in a seated position. You can coast for a little bit to kind of catch your breath. We're going to open our Venmo and our PayPal to make sure we've haven't missed any support. We have a goal. Yeah, it seems like we might have somebody. My phone just voved. We have a goal of $45 today. So we want to make sure we get anybody that's supporting that. There we go there. And then the PayPal one. Do I have a thank you to throw out? I do, but I don't know who I'm supposed to thank. So I am not going to say their name, but we'll count that as 20. 20 in on the old PayPal. So we're down to $25 for today. We slap another 15 in that, and we'll just go and do the 30 automatically, hoping to make the last 10. Because, I don't like stressing money. It makes me literally nauseous. It makes me depressed. And as I have been finding out the last few weeks with the money stresses, the depression is getting way worse. I'm taking my antidepressants, and my MS is just letting it go rampant. I gotta find, is the drinking stream tomorrow? Yes, it is, which is why I would completely understand if someone threw in like enough to get the goal done, and then we went dry for the rest of the day because everyone wants to save for that. The drinking stream is tomorrow. I will open with one beverage. Reloads will be for support and things like that. I'll open with one mixed beverage, like, hey, we're having one, just to celebrate the day. And then after that, reloads will be on that. There'll be the ability to do water shots and things like that for money as well. At the very least, I'll have it all written down, and I might try and put together a graphic. But I have a lot of graphics I'm trying to update and stuff, and people keep requesting different things on the store. So we'll see what we can do. Speaking of the store, we already have we've had an order or two come in. As soon as it authorizes the money as something we can issue the payout for, like as soon as it says, hey, you can click this button and we can count that in. But that's at like what right now, the store, when that goes full there, that take like a fifth of a day out already. So we're getting, that's nice. And the store, if you didn't know, has all of these wonderful products. For our Wednesday co-host, we have our certified digger lover mugs and shirt and hat. And I'm going to be honest, hat and mug are on my next order list. As soon as my first order that I put in earlier this week gets here, I'll wear it on stream. I will be putting in that order. And I'll be wearing these on someone else's stream. I'm also going to order patches for the hoodie, I've decided, because I have a hoodie coming in. If the hoodie doesn't suck and I get all that stuff, like I'm getting patches and I'm putting a patch on each arm. That's what I'm doing. I'm customizing my hoodie. Really? Okay, I see what's going on. Don't worry, I'll act surprised. You don't get your merch from Spring, do you? No, I do not, pointing Pool Scam Sam. I get all my merch is set up. You can see it in the you can't really see it in the link here. But you can see it in the link that I'll share with you guys on the stream there. It's a Streamlabs store. It's the same place that Lemmy and Mikey get merch. They're the ones who kind of steered me in that direction. I like Lemmy's merch, so when I checked out Lemmy's merch and saw it was Streamlabs, Mikey said he uses Streamlabs. I checked out his store. I liked what I saw. I used the site. I liked how the site worked. I've been very happy with this. I am tentatively endorsing it only because I have thrown a chunk of money at it, and I have bought some products for myself so I can promote them. And I haven't gotten them yet, but that's because I ordered them this week. There's nothing wrong with that. But because of what's happening with some other people, oh boy, am I nervous. I won't lie. I am nervous because, you know, people say good things. Glue FPV, so it will actually work. Apparently, not only will it work, I know for a fact, I know who ordered what. That's something else that I don't know if they do it over there on Spring. I can't keep track. I don't have, like, I have a Teespring store, but I don't really use it. So I don't know if they can keep track. I can actually keep track of my orders here. I know who ordered what, exactly how much they ordered, and what the profit of that is supposed to be. And I can easily, if someone's like, hey, I didn't get, you know, my order, I know what they paid. So I can. Such an entrepreneur. Johnny's already got a new business. I don't have a new business. This is just a merch store. This is just a merch store. Yes, it has the Johnny's Exotic Meat Market thing, the Cuck Ham mug T-shirt. We have those, but it's not a and we have it in black also. We have it in black. It's not a business. It's just, this is for the people that said they wanted the stuff. JEME supports all Johnny business. JEMM, Johnny's Exotic Meat Market, not Meat Emporium, Smokeout Prods, not Meat Emporium. See, this is why I'm saying it's a bit. You got everybody calls it something different. It's the GEM, JEMM, Johnny's Exotic Meat Market. We couldn't call it Exotic Meat Emporium because that means like we're importing them and stuff. And I don't know. Exotic Meat Market, home of the Cuck Ham. Damn it! Close enough. Close enough. I just like the home of the Cuck Ham part. The home of the Cuck Ham. The hams are back in stock. No, there are no actual hams. It's just a shirt. It's a show. It's a thing. It's a gag. It's a goof. All right, let's get to this space shuttle story. We have some other stuff. A special needs room or a special needs school built a LGBTQ sensory room. We're going to check that out. I'm sure that won't be creepy. We also have video of juvenile detention officers standing by as teens fight each other. So it's a whole bunch of crap. And we can take bets on who the teens are, I'm sure. And then we have the activist story that I will talk about. And I, like I said, I'm actually on the side of the activists for once. So we'll rip and read that. Later in the hour, we've got robots learning to kung fu fight. That's, I think, in the third hour, actually. We have second hour, the measles party thing I might talk about, but very briefly. It's just fucked up. We have a video of an astronaut saying that Joe Biden refused Elon's offer to bring him home. I think the YouTube video after that is the one with the... Why do we have the Six Flags roller coaster demolition still caught on camera in here? Why is that in here? That shouldn't be in here. So now we done fucked up. Alrighty. Love to spiral hams. Love the spiral hams. There's no spiral hams. I don't know who you're getting these meat products from, but I ain't endorsing them. This whole thing's a gag. It's just the shirts and the cups. The shirts and the cups. That's all. None of it's real. Oh, Christ. We had $20 in support. Where's the doctor? I almost forgot my own rules. Where is the doctor? People be like, well, you don't have to do it. Like, you're right. I don't. But it would be disrespectful if I can and all the others that did if I didn't. So we'll load you up with a single fire, and we'll do that. Okay. So, yep. Hopefully have a new shirt on the marketplace tomorrow. We'll have a big old party. Have a great time. I'll have to figure out some price points on where people can earn like a merch item. If they've thrown that much into the show, like, all right, we'll throw you a merch item. We'll figure that out. All right, here we go. And controlled burn for whoever it was on the PayPal. This is gonna suck. God, that's a big one. What was I thinking when I got that thing? I'm just not used to it, too, because it's only used for show purposes. Only used for show purposes. Okay, so that'll get fun in a little while. Let's get to this story about the space shuttle. This is a big one for me in St. Cloud, this area we have. There's a space shuttle replica, apparently, that was coming to town that they were going to put somewhere, I guess. I don't know. I find it mildly interesting. It's a replica, though, so do we care?
Without the
but
ones like you.
Oh, there's an ad. I got burned. Johnny, you should do a mock cyberpunk-inspired T-shirt that says johnny-krutches. Just like Night City, there's happy times, plenty of humor, but unfortunately no happy endings. That's a lot to put on a shirt, but I'm not entirely against your idea, specifically because cyberpunk called out people who have multiple sclerosis. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, Mad Max Mardigan, but early on in the beginning of the game, there is a point where you get in an elevator and a news anchor lets you know that virtually every ailment is now something that can be mended, treated, or overall erased with cybernetic enhancement. Unfortunately, multiple sclerosis continues to be one of the few diseases that cybernetic enhancements just cannot treat. And I'm like, what the heck are you telling me? Why? Why did we do this? It's a video game. It's escapism. I mean, why did we have to make it that? Just a punch in the gut. On the run, Joom. I actually, I might have a cyberpunk thing coming out later. I have to start filming that. Let's get back to this. Full screen it and space shuttle go.
Is grounded. Last year, St. Cloud inventor Felicity John Pedersen had a replica of the space shuttle move from Florida to Minnesota with plans to use it as part of a museum. Look at that. It was quite a sight out there. Well, now we've learned Pedersen no longer owns the replica, and the shuttle's future is up in the air. Joe Mason has the latest for us from St. Cloud.
And we have our global cafe being built into this area.
Cassie Miles is counting down the days until the Great River Children's Museum opens for the first time in downtown St. Cloud.
You get a little teary-eyed just thinking about that first group of people that's going to walk through the doors and the smiles on people's faces, and we sure hope we've knocked it out of the park.
The museum hoped to have an out-of-this-world
Damn, that's a Minnesota broad.
right outside its front door. Instead, this replica of the space shuttle remains grounded on the outskirts of town.
The dream was always that a space shuttle, a science museum, could be a next endeavor for our community.
They had 1 inch to spare on certain bridges, so they had to let the air out of the tires.
Last summer, St. Cloud inventor Felicity John Pedersen had the
Holy
replica moved from Florida to Minnesota with the
Oh my God. I don't feel good about my community after I just saw that. Haroots Calhoun, God smote you in a video game too? Yeah, dude. He really did. Well, I should say the video game designers just decided that even in a fictional reality, I would still suffer. So, you know, it's just that's the way it is. Yes, we all saw it. Don't worry. We're going back. Don't worry. We're going to go back. I didn't notice. I didn't notice at first. I'm going to say right here, didn't notice.
They had to let the air out of the tires.
I didn't notice at first. I didn't notice in this shot. I didn't notice here. Why are there Legos in the scene? Don't do this. Don't do this. You know, if you look at it sideways and squint, that almost looks like a swastika right there by his desk.
Summer,
it's just
St.
a
Cloud
photo.
Inventor Felicity John Peterson.
You mean John Peterson? Something tells me Felicity isn't his first name.
Had the replica moved from Florida to Minnesota with the plan of turning it into a St. Cloud tourist attraction.
Really, it's an edutainment, entertainment, I would say STEM program.
No, it isn't. A replica being on your premises is not a STEM program. That is such bullshit. What do people learn about science, math, and technology just because the space shuttle's sitting there? Oh, because they had to let the air out of the tires. Bird Collector going, what did I just walk into? Fuck, dude. Bird Collector, you walked into a story about a St. Cloud space educational museum that is being set up by this lady or guy or whatever. Says lady, reads guy, don't know. Felicity John Peterson. I feel like you just tacked a name on in the front for privileges.
Entertainment, I would say STEM program.
Now Peterson tells me the replica was donated to another person and taken over by a new nonprofit, leaving the shuttle's future up in the air.
The replica was donated to another person? So I thought you bought it. Wait a minute. You bought it, but they donated it to another person? I have the feeling somebody didn't like who it got. It came from Florida. Someone might not have liked who bought it.
Haven't heard anything about the next steps or where it might ultimately settle.
I reached out to the city of St. Cloud to get their reaction on the future of the space shuttle, but I never heard back.
Yeah, because they don't really care. The city of St. Cloud doesn't really give a shit about the future of the space shuttle. It wasn't a city project. It wasn't a city endeavor. Look, they'll keep it as a feather in their cap if this thing exists. Like, hey, we have this wonderful thing here. But they're not going to, like, bust their balls to do it, dude. You fucking hardcore Conan O'Brien here really needs to learn how the world works. Smoke Out Prods. I'm holding steady between crispy and delicious. I had assumed it was something from in front of Apollo, but that's a landing pod, not a shuttle. Right? It's not the shuttle. What about this bullshit STEM program? Well, here I'll let Felicity and them tell you. This is a STEM program.
A little teary-eyed just thinking about that first group of people that's going to walk through the doors and the smiles on people's faces, and we sure hope we've knocked it out of the park.
The museum hoped to have an out-of-this-world neighbor parked right outside its front door. Instead, this replica of the space shuttle remains grounded on the outskirts of town.
I just realized something. This is aimed at being a children's.
The dream was always that a space shuttle, a science museum, could be a next endeavor for our community.
They had 1 inch to spare on certain bridges, so they had to let the air out of the tires.
Last summer.
No, they literally let the air out of the tires, buddy. You don't need air quotes for that. Why are you pushing so... You got kids? You pushing to do this? Why?
St. Cloud inventor Felicity John Peterson had the replica moved from Florida to Minnesota with the plan of turning it into a St. Cloud tourist attraction.
Again, it's a replica, so it's not going to be an actual space shuttle. It's just pieces of one that kind of looks like it.
Really, it's an edutainment, entertainment, I would say STEM.
I would say STEM, anything to get... no offense. What about... maybe Brian can explain this to me. Johnny, stop noticing things. The weird part is... Brian S., dude, chill. It ain't STEM. That's what I thought. King Kong Dong. It's not the real thing. Get effed. It's not even that. It's just, again, I'm like SH said, stop noticing things. I can't help but notice all of a sudden. This dude really wants the shuttle here. Look, here's my theory on this, and I'm pulling this 110% out of my ass. He got this from Florida. Somebody found out from Florida that it was going to a children's museum, and they thought, that's good, that's wholesome, I like that. Then they found out who's trying to build this children's entertainment museum, and they went, how is that guy's name Felicity? Is it a woman? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Felicity isn't a woman, but that's based solely on the medical advice I've gotten from the show's doctor. And just for all who are concerned about it, the show's doctor is very strict on how we handle this stuff, and we trust the show's doctor with medical opinions. So the show's doctor has said, and I quote,
"Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina."
So I'm guessing that's a dude in drag, but I could be wrong. I really could be. I don't know. Deep voice for a lady, I'll say that. And again, weird. They actually have places like this, and it feels like you're in a shuttle. He's not doing the impossible. He's just terrible at it. Oh, dude, I don't think he's doing the impossible. I think he wanted to use this replica, like you said, so you could feel like you're in the shuttle. I think he wanted to use this replica, but here's his big problem. I think someone figured out who they sent it to. Bend over, and I'll show you where where that shuttle can go. Says King. Oh, he's trying to get a government grift grant. Oh, looks like he welded some drainage pipe together and slapped some airplane wings on it. No. They didn't do anything to it. It was parked like this in Florida. He didn't build this thing. He just had it moved.
Program. Now Peterson tells me the replica was donated to another person and taken over by a new nonprofit, leaving the shuttle's future up in the air.
I haven't heard anything about the next steps or where it might ultimately settle.
I reached out to the city of St. Cloud.
Yeah, so it's not STEM. It's the same. This dude's grift about just saying STEM is the same thing as that dude with the Guinness World Records. Like, oh, this is all because I support STEM. No, it isn't. You get paid to win the records. You win the records as a point of personal pride. You're a juggler and you're trying to make it a profession. Congratulations, you found out how. And yeah, every link for your site is all about your seminars on how to win Guinness records. Which, again, you win stupid records that mean nothing. Though I will admit, you have done some dangerous shit with, like, chainsaws and stuff. Like, I won't shake my finger at those. Anyhow, that's done. We're through with that. We're into the second hour. Glad to have you all here on stream. Glad to have you all here on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. We're having a good time. We're moving through the show. Hopefully, more than 2 hours left in it. So that shuttle is out, supposedly, I guess. I actually was really excited about that whole thing until I noticed. He wants his. I don't endorse that. Ha, funny pun. Thank you. All right, so that's an oddly fitting lead into this, and I didn't intend that. Guys, we've got a video here for a room for school children as young as 3 years old with, and this is the definition the school puts on it. A school for 3-year-olds or more with profound and complex needs and disabilities. So we have a school for handicapped children with profound and complex needs. Not like handicapped, like, oh, poor Timmy needs a wheelchair. Like profound and complex needs. Like there's chromosomes missing and he don't swallow so good. Like, woof. King Kong Tong, never seen a Jewish. Well, cross it off your bucket list. Was that guy Jewish? I wasn't paying attention. I kept noticing things when I paid attention, so I stopped paying attention. People were getting mad. They were saying, Johnny, stop noticing things. And I was like, well, I can't. And they got mad at me, so time to back it off a bit. All right. We're happy to have you on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We're glad you're here. Catch up with this. Government grift. We caught that. We got all of those. So, yes, thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Love seeing the supportive numbers we have. Go ahead and click the thumbs up if you can. It helps the algorithms and whatnot, and we appreciate it. So, without further ado, I give you all damn. Again, remember, this is for 3-year-olds? 3-year-olds, yeah, 3-year-olds. 3-year-olds or more with profound disabilities and special needs. It's a LGBT immersion room for people that for 3-year-olds. This wouldn't even be a fun room for fucking teenagers. So, what the... why... We're at a rave. This is a horrible idea for children as a sensory room. Why does that look like a casino? A Downs disco. King Kong Dog, I have a solution for these people. Oh. It's not YouTube appropriate. Well, don't worry. That's what we have the Rumble chat for. Again, this is a special needs school. 3-year-olds. I don't think a 3-year-old with profound disabilities and needs really is that focused on their gender assignment and sexual orientation. At 3. What the fuck? That would have set off my sensory issue. I have been covering my ears and looking for a place to hide. Right? Okay. So yes, it is created an LGBT plus sensory room complete with sexuality and gender identity flags. It's a sensory room. Oh, dear Lord. What else can I find out about this? Oh, God. Considered autistic kids have shown in studies to be more susceptible to gender confusion than non-autistic kids. The video is from, which focuses on educating autistic children. Okay, so this school with these kids, they're like, no, we need to make an LGBTQ plus sensory room that's just gay, gay, gay all day. SH, a rainbow room could be nice for the kids, but the sexuality stuff should not be there. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. But they don't want us to teach like that there's a man or a woman. They want us to teach that you can be anything and you can love anything. And that's how you get people like loving inanimate objects and stuff. It's messed up and it's not okay. Somebody needs to stop this thing. Jesus. Holy Lord. All right, so step right up, place your bets. As soon as this ad's over, we're going to watch some juvenile detention officers stand by while teens fight. I really love, I don't believe in defunding the police, but like I said, one of the ways you prove you support something is you call out when things aren't good, and that's what this is. This is a video of somebody being, of people being shitty. And I know people have their opinions. We'll all talk about it. Half of these kids are just rebellious, and it's easier to call them autistic. I don't know, man. Did you see the Chudley one in that picture? My personal experience, I don't know. You may have some truth to some of that, but I can say this: there is definitely something as child autism and spectrums of it, and it affects them in various ways. I have seen it firsthand. I would like to ask where the sudden rise in it came from. And that's where I kind of like, I hear RFK talk about
They're putting those things in the water, and it's not.
Like, that's where I'm like, oh, shit. He might be right. Went from undiagnosed, in my opinion, greatly overdiagnosed. We should Spartan choose our special needs. What do you mean, like, throw him off a cliff? Oh. Smoke out prods. Oh, of course. But autism is the new ADHD over the past 5 years. Oh, absolutely. Everything is autism now. But everybody got a touch of the tism. But, yeah, it's... All right, this is a Southern California detention center. Oh, this is even better. Remember, the people that are like, defund the police are bad or whatever, they don't make sure that their citizens are treated well either. They just want to tell everybody else how to do it. Oh, why did you do that? That's weird. I am going to figure that out. Damn it, monitor. Boop. Here we go. So here we are in... So it's Roblox. What? I don't even know what that's about. Every shitty kid is autistic now. I don't know about every shitty kid is autistic. I will say I've met some very lovely autistic children. I would say there are a variety. There are a variety of autistic children that are wonderful, wonderful people. So I don't know if every shitty kid is autistic, although there could be a bailout for that, maybe. Anyways, let's go watch. I'm sure none of these kids are autistic. Let's check out what's happening here. I was told this is gladiatorial fighting. That's not how you do it. We need a proper pit. What's going on? There's no volume. Someone's sitting down. Oh, it's punching, and it's punching, and it's punching, and it's punching. No wonder the people aren't getting involved. It's lame. This doesn't even qualify as a fight. It's broken up. Oh, screw you. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. It wasn't. I bet it wasn't muted. Ha! Who still had the volume on mute? This idiot. Let's see if it's not muted.
30 officers at a juvenile detention facility in Southern California have been charged for their alleged roles in so-called, quote, gladiator fights between youth and their care. Surveillance video obtained by the LA Times shows several officers standing by as teens fight each other. Some officers can be seen stepping in to break up the fights.
Yeah.
A grand jury indictment.
Those guys were bigger than that one dude. I don't know. Progressive parents with bad kids are just getting autism diagnoses as an excuse. That might be true. Yeah, we're talking about different kids to smoke on. Johnny actually co-hosts with an autistic child. Oh. From self-diagnosis online using online sources, I either am on the spectrum, high-functioning masking, or some odd form of ADD. I was just shy and weird most of my life. Still am, but I've worked on it. Well, good for you, SH. I'm still shy and weird. I am still shy and weird. I have not worked on it. Alrighty. That's not a half bad idea. Can we get that together by tomorrow? Yeah, but we gotta go shopping first. Fuck. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Let's keep going. What happened?
And alleges that officers allowed nearly 70 fights to take place between July and December 2023 at Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall. More than 140 victims between the ages of 12 and 18 were involved.
We believe that this was planned, it was intended. There was a desire on the part of the juvenile probation officers for these fights to occur.
The officers are facing charges including child endangerment and abuse, conspiracy.
What part do the kids play in a role for being willing to fight? Like, I mean...
Wait, was she a great big fat person?
Makes sense that polluted penises are polluting vaginas. Need more research. What? China government grift. Those people evil. Autism comes from a vagina. Women are polluting. The Rumble chat is having fun. Holy Christ. Kitty Fight Club, says Brian S. Apparently, yeah, Kitty Fight Club. But what about the kids being willing to fight? I hate this. And the victims were victims. They were fighting each other.
And battery. The Los Angeles County Probation Department, which runs the facility, said in a statement that it fully supports and applauds the indictments, and that all officers involved are on leave without pay. CNN has not been able to confirm that all the probation officers seen in the video.
Oh, God. You said 30. I didn't see 30 officers in the video. It sounds like we got them all, including the ones that helped out. Oh, man. This is kind of a downer of a story. I don't know if I want to talk about it or not. What time is it? I'm asking you, what time is it? Let's look at the clock. Holy crap, almost getting in there on the second hour. If we bail that, we're on to the second hour stories. Okay. Yes, we need you to gatekeep like a motherfucker. Keep the ranks pure. What? I had weird sensory issues that made my mom's life difficult, but I can mostly work around it. It's rarely a problem now, thankfully. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going for another like hour and 45 at least, if not 2 hours and 15. Yeah, 2 and 15. That's how you do math. Anyways, let's read this. This grosses me out, and I am entirely on the side of the quote unquote activists. All right, firstly, image a new tab. I'm putting you over here. The artist in question that we're going to be talking about today is this feller. So we're going to read this story quickly. This person is a artist from somewhere in South America, and he put up an exhibition titled "And Now You Care" to draw attention to something. Let's get the wrong part of it here. In an expected twist to an already controversial art exhibit in Denmark, 3 piglets, part of a provocative installation highlighting the cruelty of mass meat production, were stolen by animal rights activists. The incident forced the exhibition titled "And Now You Care" to shut down, sparking global debate about art, ethics, and activism. The Chilean-born artist Marco Everazzi revealed Wednesday that the piglets, named Lucia, Simon, and Benjamin, had been taken by activists with the assistance of his friend, Casper Steffensen. The installation, which opened last week in Copenhagen, featured 3 piglets confined in a cage made from shopping carts where they were deliberately being starved to death to symbolize the harsh realities of industrial pig farming. Everazzi reported the theft to police on Saturday, but was taken aback when Steffensen confessed his involvement 3 days later. Steffensen he's saying, "I called up the police on Saturday to report the piglets stolen, and I had to shut down the entire exhibition because of that. So I was very disappointed when Casper told me on Tuesday that he was involved in the theft, admitting he had received hate mail over the controversial exhibit. But then I thought about it for a few hours and realized that at least this way the piglets would have a happy life." Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh my God, eat a dick. You were going to starve these animals to death for money, and you want to talk about the harshness of the industrial pig farming situation. Copenhagen police confirmed the report of the stolen pigs, while Everzity's exhibition has become a lightning rod for criticism from animal rights groups, according to several news sources. Stephenson explained that his decision to help free the piglets stemmed from his daughter's emotional plea. My 10-year-old daughter begged me to, quote, make sure the piggies won't die, he said. So when I was approached by the activist to help free the animals, I let them in the gallery secretively on Saturday. Initially, Stephenson planned to keep the rest. Oh, my God, we have another picture. All right, we're going to get to that picture in a minute. Stephenson planned to keep the rescue a secret. However, the animal advocacy group De Glemente Dansk, the Forgotten Danes, publicly claimed responsibility for the piglets' liberation on Tuesday, exposing the operation. Everzety defended his installation, claiming the purpose was to expose the cruelty of modern pig farming in Denmark. People don't get that my art is about animal rights, he stated. Denmark is a major player in the global pork industry, with sows bred to produce up to 20 piglets at a time. However, with only 14 teats per sow, piglets are often left to starve. Yeah, fuck you. Even if you're making that message, let's grab it and put it in here. Even if you're making that message, you're saying you deserve to be paid because this is art. And that's the first part I have a problem with. This is not art. This is just sick. Like, that's just sick. If that happens in the Denmark farming industry, that's also sick. But the idea that you think that is art is sick. Oh, terrifying flow. We'll get rid of them. Sorry about that. Fuck off, terrifying flow. They're not real. It's a bot. Curse at it all you want. It has no feelings. Doesn't get happy. It doesn't get sad. It just runs programs. I bet this dude has bacon in his refrigerator. Wild Saffron? I absolutely do. He's not an activist. He's a barbaric, sadistic, attention-seeking asshole. Right. An activist, an animal rights activist, would be doing something about these farms. But putting on a ritzy, high-dollar, I'm sure it's not just open to the public. Anyone can go see it. Like putting on an art display and going, I'm an artist. This one and the other one that pisses me off, the banana. A dude ate the banana and it's like, oh, you got to pay millions of dollars. F that. A banana's like 99 cents. A fucking roll of duct tape's like $1.50. Screw you. You're not an artist because you took a white canvas and a piece of tape. Oh my God, I'm so thought-provoking. No, you're a lazy piece of shit. Anybody could do that as art. Brian S. Great. Now I want bacon. Hunter Biden type art. Yeah, he had his art burned down. I don't give a shit. Johnny got no shame. You fuck ham huckster. I don't know what you mean by that. My uncle runs a huge pig farm, and those animals eat better than his family does. However, that's also because the local law enforcement feed them all the time. This artist has no idea. Well, he's claiming in Denmark. He's making that claim in Denmark. And again, the idea that you would publicly slow starve 3 little piglets to make that point, it wouldn't change anything. If like, oh, I'm doing this because it's provocative and thought creating, like, no, like there's a variety of other ways you could do that. You know how you could have done this? You could have used not real piglets. They could have just looked like piglets in a cage, left to starve to death. But no, we were going to just do that way. So fuck that. I grew up next to Piggy's Palace. I've most definitely had some hooker in me, LOLs. All us locals ate their pork. Coyote NV with $1.99. Can I schedule a massage? I don't think we do that here. I don't even know where you got that idea. Is it because of the shirt? I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, don't worry. We won't be wearing a super duper fancy dress up shirt tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a lot more freeform crazy because we're going to have it be the smoking, drinking once a month support to kind of just say, hey, we cover the month and we're good thing. We just do a show. So thank you, though. I can't help you. Turd Burglar obviously enjoyed your comment, so thank you for contributing to the show. We have an hour and a half in regulation time. We've got $25 to bank out the show on Twitch, Venmo, PayPal, and then we are doing our overtime automatically. Yep, we already got that one. So if we get anything else in, we will do that. Otherwise, we'll be ending it in about an hour and a half. Let's clear these off. That was, oh, dude, damn. That was the end of the first hour stuff. So we just got done with the first hour stuff. Again, that dude's a piece of crap. Oh, I'm doing this to raise awareness. You're doing it to be, as someone, I think it was Wild Saffron, barbaric, sadistic, attention-seeking asshole. Because, again, you know that your attention-seeking isn't going to do anything for that piggy. And you still, oh, yeah, we got some videos for this. So for our second hour stories, you are in luck. We're talking about a few different things. We're going to talk about liberal women are sterilizing themselves because Trump won. I don't know if you understand the victory that is not, but all right. King Kong Dong Facebook share, the only way to have pig. I just want to do the link. What the heck is this? No. Oh, that's mean. Was there audio in it? I don't know if I want to show that or not. Oh, because they're baby back ribs. Okay.
A few moments later.
Okay. It's kind of funny given what we were talking about. I'll play it for everyone. Here we go. How do I restart it? All right, fine. I'll just mute it and restart it in a minute. Okay. Just a second.
A few moments later.
All right, there you go. Stop. Stop. Okay. So there we go there and close. Okay, so we've got a variety of stories to get into. I don't know that I really want to talk about this that much. We'll get through it really quick. As measles continues to rise in Texas, where a child recently died, health officials are warning against so-called measles parties, calling the practice foolishness and dangerous. The messaging follows an ongoing outbreak in West Texas, where 146 cases have been reported since late January. Cases have now reached New Mexico, health officials said. Unvaccinated school-age children in the region also died amid the surge. Cases are also in the rise in Canada, with British Columbia, Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec bearing the brunt of the outbreak. Measles is one of the most contagious viruses in the world, spreading through the air when an infected person breathes, coughs, or sneezes. It primarily affects children, which is why health officials are warning against measles parties. These parties are an attempt by parents to intentionally expose their children to someone infected with measles to build natural immunity. The idea is similar to chickenpox parties that were common before the chickenpox vaccine. Yeah, I don't intentionally get your kid sick. Griddle Gorilla, what about Womatoba? No. Manitoba, not Womanitoba. Can't you imagine what kind of psychopath says he wants to harm cat? I don't know. We didn't talk about that at all. I don't know why you're bringing it up. Okay, so NASA astronaut stuck in orbit confirms that Joe Biden refused Elon's offer to bring him home. I want this in a video or it means bullshit and I'm moving on. Yep, I believe it's here. Okay. Let's go to this link. Our next question. Oh, it's a minute long. Jesus. King Kong Dong saying, "Hey Digger, it was a while ago. Is she still here?" Yeah, LOL, I know. Made me feel good. I'm glad it did, Dio. I bet this dude. Yep, we covered all that. We're caught up with the chat. All right, so if you don't know this story, what was it? It was like Boeing's spacecraft or something. Whatever spacecraft took the astronauts up to the International Space Station had to return on its own because it was like busted or something, or it's still there. I don't know. Either way, it's in limbo wherever the fuck it is. But the astronauts had to stay on the station either way. And so at one point, Elon Musk offered to have his company rescue the astronauts. And, well, let's hear from the astronauts on how that went.
Our next question is from Aaron Gregg with The Washington Post.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for doing this. So my question relates to Elon Musk has said that he made the offer to bring you guys back earlier and that it was denied. My first question is that true? And if so, what would that have looked like? Was he offering to make another flight, push seats on another flight? Could you give us some background there?
I can only say that Mr. Musk, what he says is absolutely factual. We have no information on that, though, whatsoever. What was offered, what was not offered, who it was offered to, how that process went. That's information that we simply don't have. So I believe him. I don't know all those details, and I don't think any of us really can give you the answer that you would be hoping for.
I know we're supposed to sell that there's no gravity, but wouldn't your hair just kind of list?
Our next question is
it is
from
listing.
Aaron Gregg.
It is listing, but why is it straight up?
Gregg with The Washington Post.
I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to look at it. Something about this dude. Why is this dude buckled in 6 ways from Sunday? He can't even move his head. Why? Or is he wearing a headband? I don't know. Either way, it looks stupid. Looks stupid and dumb. So, and they look bloated. I thought you were supposed to lose weight in space. Imagine leaving people trapped in space for no reason other than political motives of, I don't like that guy, so fuck his offer to help. Right? Our country loves us so much. Happy ending extra. I still have no idea what you're talking about, Coyote Envy. You said, oh, well, I have no idea what he said, and I don't have a massage business, so again, you act like I watched the show when I'm not there. I kind of not a morning person. I end up sleeping in. I just kind of have my own shit to do. They have some forced air movement to keep CO2 concentration down. Oh. So her hair is literally getting sucked up. Interesting. She should braid it into pigtails so she looks like the Wendy's lady. Yeah, like Wendy's grandma. They can stop and get them on the way to Mars, says Phil Simmons. I think they might like to go home first, at least for a change of clothes, at the very least. Gotta be stanky. Just super stank. Do we have anything else on it? Elon Musk on returning the astronauts stranded on the International Space Station. They were left up there for political reasons. NASA's Crew 9 aboard the Dragon spacecraft is officially docked. SpaceX began shuttling astronauts to the International Space Station in 2020 because of Boeing's delays, and now seems to be the only American company capable of delivering on the promise that Boeing couldn't figure out for a decade. So he literally just didn't want Elon Musk to do it because Elon Musk supported Trump. Oh, boy. Look back up my chat that starts with Starliner. Starliner, it came back with a fraction of the thrusters and leaking liquid helium all over the place. Oh, no. Those old people will need so much rehab. Right, they've been up there so much longer than they've been supposed to. Their cardiovascular systems and their muscles are going to need so much, like PT. It's sad. Fucking hairbands. They now force air movement. Happy Johnny doesn't. All right, so there we are. Okay, caught up. Is it King Kong Dong or Fill Some Holes? I forgot who it was. No. It's Fallen the Great that doesn't like the robot stories. Fallen the Great. I'm gonna worry you, Fallen, if you're listening. You'll get triggered by this. My girl was leaking all over the place. Can we leave her in outer space? I mean, no. It'd be a lot of work to send her there. Plus, it sounds like it'll be a messy endeavor. As you said, she's leaking all over the place. I heard George Jetson is aboard. Thank you, Coyote NV, for the 199. The 199s, they help. They do. They all add up. When that Rumble payment comes in, those little pebbles make a motherfucking mountain, and it is appreciated. And that is your third one today. So just for continually chipping in the show when you're chipping in on your comments, I want to say thank you. Poignant Pachyderm, I forgot to address this that you paid the $4.99 for. I would like to order 2 cases of anglerfish fillets. Thank you. I don't have anglerfish fillets, and I certainly wouldn't handle ordering like that, like through this. Wait, I am wrong. You have 4, not 3. 4 times you've done that. We're going to do a little celebratory burn for you for doing that. That's lovely. I would like to say thank you. So, that's why they couldn't send them down with the shuttle. Right, but we've had SpaceX has been delivering them before they launched the Boeing Starliner anyway. So the whole idea was that SpaceX was doing it in the interim. But because SpaceX supports Donald Trump, because it's owned by Elon Musk, so ipso facto, like they really wanted to just go, fuck it, we're going to leave them up there. That's a dick move, man. I mean, come on. Are we so childish? Does Johnny sell long pig? No, Roots Calhoun, it's really hard to hunt long pig. It's hard to find a license to hunt long pig. And quite frankly, I don't have any meat to sell, let alone long pig. But you might not be worried about what meat you're eating soon enough. Because this story, you guys know how we've been training the robots like to do different stuff. And people have been bragging about being able to knock them over and things like that. I'm not getting into antelope next week. That is entirely not true, King Kong Don. Well, we've got an interesting video for you. The one company has decided that it's about time the robots got the ability to fight back. And I don't think that they realize the Pandora's box that they're opening here. Boop. Boop.
In 2025, AI-powered humanoid robots are learning to fight back. Unitree's G1 is leading the charge, demonstrating kung fu abilities after a year of getting picked on by its creators. Teaching a robot martial arts has practical applications beyond.
Yeah, like the overall ruling of mankind. Don't teach every robot how to kung fu fight, okay? King Kong, no, Johnny is getting into no Johnny's businesses. No, there's no business. There's no business getting into Antelope. These are vicious lies and rumors, and I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. I'm already going to have to probably miss a show next week because of taxes, because I have to do so much tax crap. So don't pull that with me. God damn it. How about an affordable, realistic fembot first? I think they do have realistic, but not affordable. I don't know. I don't keep up on that kind of thing. I'm not looking for a fembot. I'm just worried about robots that can fight better than me.
Entertainment. Practicing karate stances and kicks helps robots keep better balance and recover from external forces.
Does it? And by the way, does anyone else see a Geth right now? Like an early version Geth? I feel like I'm looking at a Geth robot. And if you know who the Geth are, you know what they did. And why they are a parable of AI danger. Nah, they still beta creepy. This is poignant pachyderm.
Quick footwork drills improve a robot's ability to react in an emergency situation.
Roots Calhoun with a very true fact, but still, that doesn't change my point. Johnny, a preschooler, can fight better than you. Are they fast as lightning? Not yet, but they're getting there.
And on rough terrain. Learning martial arts helps refine a robot's ability to move more naturally, making their interactions with real people more intuitive. In the future, AI robots could be used as sparring partners for martial artists. Trained robots could be used in gyms or physical rehab centers to demonstrate proper techniques safely. For public safety and military applications, the
military applications. Right, the robot can fight you. Not as scary as the Mortal Kombat robots. Sam V, this show needs some eye candy. Well, Wednesday, and then she'll be here tomorrow. How many preschoolers do you think you can take if they came at you in pairs for 4 hours? Right, because kicking metal is great for your shins, says Pointy Pachyderm. Quadfather challenged Johnny to box. He said he could do it one-handed. Who, Quadfather? Cool. Quadfather also does anything he can do to get attention because other than his show and making grandiose claims like that, he has no life. So, okay. Maybe he can. I was beat up by R2-D2, says Coyote Envy. I meant to do a little celebratory burn thanking Coyote Envy, and then let's get a little of the last of the green on here. That's what we'll do. We'll peek it up with that a bit. So thank you, Coyote Envy, for throwing in. I appreciate that. I know, Pandora, nice girl. Thank you, Ryan the Garbage Man.
Maneuvers could prove useful to neutralize threats without excessive force. Karate movements require quick directional changes.
Without excessive force? Motherfucker, if they break an arm throwing you to the ground and then they land on top of you and crush your esophagus, that's going to be excessive force. He tricked Mersh into being on stream with Pod Awful. I don't know that I would brag about that, but okay.
Which is essential for navigating obstacles and moving people safely during rescue operations.
Yeah, like after you fucking start taking over human society and you want to start corralling us and they start escaping. I don't trust this stuff. I don't. Yes, of course it was. Can we just agree not that I don't care? I mean, because I don't care. Robot ninjas, just what we need, right? And they're going to be able to abduct us. You'll be able to kick our ass 5 ways from Sunday, man. Like, yeah, right now it's stupid and it's funny and it's a joke, but I'm not happy with how fast it's developing. It seems like only yesterday we were all laughing at the idea of just knocking the robots over with sticks. Then the flamethrowers came, and now they're learning kung fu. And one of the other reasons we chose the title for the show today that we have, Democratic Congresswoman, women, not woman, excuse me. This might be the one Mr. Q was talking about So the Democrats really want to attract that younger vote. They noticed they lost the younger vote this time around. And so liquid evidence, where's the tie? I wear it if I want to. I didn't want to wear it. Robots are the aliens and zombies. Kind of, yeah. Pretty much. All right, I know Pandora. We're good. We're caught up with everyone. Great. We're going for another hour and 15 minutes. We have the Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs available for supporting. Rumble rants and YouTube contributions count when they pay out. That's how we bought out yesterday and got ahead for today originally. And just checking to make sure. Looks like we're still good. Oh, wait, what? Nope, still good there. And the Cash App, not that anyone ever uses that one. And we're good. Okay, so we got about an hour and 15 left in the show with this next one. How many of you guys, and I know St. Caesar will probably raise his hand, how many of you people have actually played Super Smash Bros? Like, someone was mentioning Mortal Kombat. Well, the Democrats have decided that they need to hook the younger vote, and the key to it is Super Smash Bros. Parody. Go. Shunhee Woo, Bento Kui, AOC, New York. Oh my God. So, it's so bad. They put them bouncing up and down to music. It's so bad. Yes, I've unlocked every character multiple times on every Smash Bros. Well, I fucking hate this, says King Kong Dong. Mr. Q saying, I don't smash with my bros. What are you, gay, dude? Anyhow, so we've got two people voicing in. But used to play a lot the new special moves, knew the special moves and everything. I've played it a few times. I love Super Smash. Dude, I haven't played it in a while, but I've played it. This is tarded, says Brian S. Don't worry, I'm gonna read these for you because they were going too fast. They post the stats and they go way too fast. So this is Suli Jessica Wu, Bento Box Queen, Mommy of the Century, and her negative thing is that she's sleep deprived. Well, I would say one, that second thing is that's what you say. You say you're the mommy of the century. But who's raising your kid while you're in Congress? So she's jumping to fight. She's what? She's the underdog. And then we have AOC, the big name, coming in for New York's 14th Congressional District. Don't look into how it's doing. The place has become a hellhole. Youngest woman and Latina to be elected to the House. Some people would argue that that's because it was set up by the CIA and, like, deep state. And she says as a negative is a Trekkie. That's an insult to Trekkies. Both that you're calling it a negative and that you're saying your negative factor is that you're a Trekkie. Stop associating with them. You are not a nerd. You are a puppet. Oh, my God. Representative Lauren Underwood. Hold on, guys. I know your tongues all dropped out when she started hopping up and down. Youngest black woman elected to Congress. Co-founded the Black Maternal Office. And her negative factor is she hates balloons. Because when you pop them, they remind her of her childhood. Holy shit. Representative Kathleen Clark. Oh, my God. Can we get Pelosi in on this? I want to see Pelosi's special move. What's that one? The embezzle? Kathleen Clark. House Minority Whip, Massachusetts 5th Congressional District. Not into hair dye. Oh, we can tell. We can tell. We can tell Kathleen Clark has spent some time with Old Man Winter. Father Time made a visit. Oh, God. I can't tell your age. So I don't know are they getting older as we go? Like they started really young and now they're getting old. Representative Judy Chu. Oh, she's from California, which means you can trust her. First Chinese American woman elected to Congress, and her negative factor is too sweet. Don't lick her if you have diabetes. Brian, I'm looking at you. No toe licking. Jasmine Crockett, the only one who's ready to bang because she's from the ghetto. Texas 30th Congressional District, public defender and attorney, not a morning person. Another reason I like her. Yes! Yes! Oh my God! Oh my God, she's getting way too into it. Susie Lee with the win. Wild Saffron giving a description saying, they all look so fucking retarded. I've always had an idea for a multi-platform game. Game would release on all systems. Fighting Arena would allow you to join using characters that only exist in your brand. It's an honestly interesting idea. Pelosi fistful of dollars. Ha. I want to find who made this and make sure they're on the Epstein list. You don't think this is awesome? I'm laughing at this. I understand. You're worried. You're worried. You guys, you need to realize King Kong Dong's afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid that this is going to get out there and the Democrats are going to steal all of the elections because people will vote for them just based on this Super Smash Bros. Video. And I understand. It's a very powerful video. I don't think it's going to have that effect. I certainly am not going to vote for these ladies based on a Super Smash Bros. Video. But I'm sorry. I gotta see the fucking shadow boxing again. She jumps in and she's shadow boxing. And in other news, the Nintendo, the maker of Super Smash Bros., has announced that they won't be making any more games because of that video. It's so bad. I'm not afraid Smash Bros. Stock is going to crash. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't think... Do they have stock? Does Smash Bros. Have stock? I thought Nintendo. Isn't... Nintendo will copyright them so fast. Yeah, but that's an interesting thing. When you want to sue the government for copyright infringement with an ad like this, it's literally not going to be worth it because the government can fight back. So, I don't know. Humiliation ritual? I mean, kind of. I just think I watched that and I think we're going to be seeing conservatives in control for a lot longer if that's how this goes. That's how it's gonna end. Not with a yell, not with a whimper, but with a choose your character video. That's how it's gonna end for them at this point. I got to admit though, it is on brand. It is on brand. I mean, what is the whole gender identity trans movement but choose your character? Poignant Packeter, my cyberpunk character is a hot naked chick with blue hair that has an upgraded vibrator that does more damage than a samurai sword. Oh, where am I? Dude, that vibrator is ridiculously powerful. I just love the fact that when you whip it out, it goes zzz, it starts buzzing when you pull it out. It's one of the stupidest weapons. You can billy club somebody with a phallus. It's called what? Sir Stiffiphallus or something like that? Sir Stiffiphallus? I don't know. Yes, Johnny. Dude, I've played Cyberpunk. I'm making a offline Cyberpunk project. So, I've played it. I know about the vibrator. Johnny... You playing Monster Hunter Wilds yet? King Kong Dong, I've been playing it for weeks. I'm almost Hunter rank 30 or am Hunter rank 30. I'm going to find a way to boot up the computer with it tomorrow, hopefully, tomorrow morning. And if I can't run it while streaming it from the computer, I will just bite the bullet and buy it on console and stream it through my capture card and start all over again for Saturdays. Whoa, buddy, says Josh Jenny. I want to check out your project. Keep us updated, Cyberpunk Rules. I'll tell you right now basically what the project is. I'm going to try to play a character and modify the story so it tells the story I want, and I'll modify the voicing of the lead. And you experience it through the lead's eyes. It's like you're doing a brain dance. I know about the MS. I know about the way of the grift. You are king of the grifters. I don't... Does someone think paying fights my MS? I don't know what that means. I know about the MS. I know about the ways of the grift. You are king of the grifters. If I was grifting, I'd just... Johnny only got MS to own the libs. Let's do... Speaking of the grift, let's check. We have an hour left in the show if we don't see a bunch of movement. But tomorrow is the big... hey, we're going to do a whole bunch of celebrating, earn the show, another couple days of being covered kind of deal. So, can't be surprised. Johnny kind of sucks at grifting, if we're being honest, says Roots Calhoun. Yeah, because I don't want to. I don't want to, like, I don't want to make people pay for my show. If I could just do the show, I would, but I can't afford to eat your appreciation. And my daughter certainly can't, and I will die before I let her start. Thank you, Fettuccine El Poo Poo. Speaking of the grift, though, for those of you that love the show and enjoy the bits, if you want any of the merch, because people have been on my keister about making it, we finally set up our own. I mean, the timing, like what couldn't be better, but is better. The only podcast in Minnesota I will super chat, Johnny. When are you moving? I'll bring my trailer to help haul the egg chair. I'll let you know, Pool Scam Sam. I have to possibly set up a, like, fucking give, send, go and try and get that working while I deal with everything else that I deal with. There's a lot of fucking paperwork bullshit that I got to do to get things working with the state so I can get assistance to help me move. It's a whole thing. Working on it as hard as we can. But I appreciate the offer. Johnny's moving. Eventually, the goal is sometime this spring or at worst this summer to be moving into my own place because it just, yeah. Living in this situation isn't working for me anymore. And, yeah, Nickelback is the Kathleen Kennedy of rock. I don't know. They've done well for themselves. I don't know if I'd file that there. Move to a better state or a better country, says numero uno Josh Denny fan. You make it sound like I can just do that. That depends entirely on how much money we have. But you never know. Johnny actually ships his merch, says Pool Scam Sam. I don't know that. I know that this site has had good reviews, and people have had good shops with this site, and that's why I set this one up. Johnny, if someone wanted to send you a shirt design, what format and dimension should it be in, says Los Federales. Format doesn't really matter because I have Adobe Photoshop and all that. But for the website, they use them in PDFs, and I'm not sure. I don't think there's a size minimum. This one's been better about not having issues with image sizing. So I'm not entirely sure on the specifics of it. I will figure that out because they haven't been happy with mine. So I've been having to retool mine to make them for this, where normally everyone complains my images are too large and the files are too large. This one's been a lot nicer about that. So you know what you can do? Get an online data entry job while you go to school to get certified in some other online shit. You'll literally never leave your egg chair. Roots Calhoun, I can't. I actually was doing that before this. You know why I can't get a online data entry job? Because I can't enter data repeatedly. If I type too much, my hands stop working. I did that well before I met Aaron. Went down that road already. Thank you for the suggestion, though. I always liked Nickelback because they were super cool to me and my drunk buddy I was attempting to wrangle as he burst into their backstage area. Wouldn't vector format be the easiest That way you can scale without losing quality. Probably. I don't know. You make it sound like I know everything about this. Then fine, send me a vector formatted image. All I'm saying is these images, when I scale them, I thought that's what rasticizing was. I don't know. But I'll look into that then, guess. Johnny has better upper body. Okay, whatever. So you're just like all levels of smote. Kind of. Egg chairs are a symbol of wealthy and power in Brazil. Well, I ain't moving to Brazil, so that ain't a thing. Okay, so we're going to keep going with the show. That's the show. That's the store if you want the merch. There you go. Whoa, no, wrong button. Click on this screen and do that. There we go. Last story that we have from our second hour stuff. So we're getting into the third hour. So jerking it isn't a thing Johnny does, poor guy. No, I just said I can't type. I can't do finger movement repeatedly all the time. My hands slow down more and more the more I continue doing it. So if I'm doing data entry where I have to go line by line, tab, blah, 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 tab, blah, 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 doing all that, yep, nope. Typing speed starts at about 160 words per minute and falls very, very quickly after repetition. If that's the case, I feel bad for busting your balls. You're fucked, bro. Yeah, kind of am, but don't worry about it. Busting my balls is what it's about. If you want to really feel bad about it, you can always chip in a buck. That would help, but don't worry about it. We'll be okay. One way or another, if we keep having shows come out under the wire, not really making like we were hoped to and supposed to, then I am going to have to figure out something. So I at least appreciate the suggestion. Brazil is owned by the CCP now and a member of BRICS, undermining our dollar/national security. I don't know anything about that. Okay, so let's get over to this. Speaking of eggs, this liberal woman has a message, and I don't think it's the own she thinks it is. Okay, so first let's read the text. Come with me to get sterilized because I refuse to have a Nazi's baby. Then stop dating a Nazi. What about you is so special on this? On November 6th, I made this a priority. In a civilized and humane world, we'd get to make this decision on our terms. You did. Unfortunately, in America, that isn't the case. We don't have time to wait, ladies. No, you can get your tubes tied or removed or whatever. You can hysterectomy, whatever you want. You can get that all done. Nobody's writing laws against that. Did she just fart? I don't know. She looks like she might have. I want to see Johnny Crip walk. I mean, not really. It's very, very embarrassing. Johnny is a member of the Crips, just by which I mean cripple people. Can you use your voice for data entry? Talk to text does not work very well. I can use like software to do like writing with my voice, but again, whatever. I appreciate it, but I'd rather not focus on what can I do other than this show at this moment. If I'm going to do that game of like, what can I do to earn money other than this show, I'll turn off the show first. So, but that's that. Elon coming to impregnate y'all wombs. No. All your wombs, not all. You're all wombs. Damn it, brains. Space aliens see human TikTok and leave. Probably. John Ritter and Diane Warwick had egg chairs also. Okay, that's something I didn't know. So yes, unfortunately, this isn't the case. I hate when people post a video about how they're standing up against the tyranny that doesn't exist. Nobody is making you have babies with Nazis. Again, the not having kids thing is a states' rights issue. It was a big change, I understand, but that happened a long time before November 6th. I don't know what Donald Trump's going to do that made you think you would somehow be motivated to sleep with and birth the child of a Nazi. But then again, you'd have to first find a Nazi. So I guess I should ask, when are you going over to Ukraine? Because that's where you'll find Nazis. You don't own Nobody owns you. This whole idea, like, Donald Trump's elected, so the Gestapo is going to go door to door, making all the ladies spread their legs and propagate Nazi children. Okay, fine. You want to have that delusional fear? Cool. But this, going and doing this, allowing this lady to do this is like allowing a mentally damaged person to mutilate themselves on behalf of saying, I think I'm a woman. No, you're just confused. Give it some time. It'll work itself out. I would love to have the fast forward video where the old lady regrets not being able to have kids. Women have the babies because we best determine if the lineage is fit to continue. Explain that to the ladies who just pop out kids with every dude they come across. She does know that time will actually stop her from having a baby as well, right? Well, don't worry. The forced baby apocalypse won't be on her. So you're saying every lady that has an abortion is because the lineage isn't fit to continue? I've got some lineages of some women that's not fit to continue. Who gets to make that decision? Oh, well, those ladies just don't get effed. Like, again, you're saying that your inability to make sure that you wear contraception or that he wears contraception is somehow beholden on society, and because someone voted the way you don't like, I really should stop complaining. Is this just a self-cleaning oven I'm staring at right now? The best protest we have is to resist. Schedule yours right now before it's too late. I would like to give you the perfect example of liberal woke women. She had her uterus removed because she invented a boogeyman problem, and she is celebrating her frontline activism to fight that boogeyman problem. She's having cupcakes. She's feeling good about herself. She'll never have a kid, and that is entirely her choice, and that is fine. But the idea that you want to do this as a form of protest, I don't know if you know this or not. Having kids now or later won't change the way people voted several months ago. I mean, if you want to argue in 4 years like Donald Trump isn't giving up office, well then, yeah, we got a problem. And we got to deal with it. But again, I also don't see that happening. So, I don't know. This is just sad. Of course, she gives a thumbs up. She hurt herself and she's happy about it. Is this whale eating a dozen cupcakes in bed? She's eating one, at least right now. She has to recoup, Brian. She went through a very, very painful and difficult surgery to never produce children. And she did that so she wouldn't birth Nazi babies. I would like to say this says more about you, ma'am, than it does about your movement. You're saying you're so stupid that you can't weed out the Nazis you're dating, and so you're going to end up effing a Nazi and getting knocked up because you won't make sure that one of you is using contraception. And then it's going to be the Nazis' fault that the baby exists? Oh my God, as Poignant Pachyderm says, what a tard. King Kong Dong saying, Johnny, let them do this. This is a phenomenal way of Darwinism taking over. Right. Like I said, I am staring at a self-cleaning oven and I'm fighting it. I don't know why. Gingerzilla runs on cupcakes. Nom, nom, nom. Again, the premise, come with me to get sterilized because I refuse to have a Nazi's baby. Do you realize how much self-control you give up in that statement? So you have no control over who you sleep with. You can't say yes or no to anybody because I don't know if you know this, but most states still allow large exemptions for rape and incest. Hell, in Minnesota, we'll allow exemptions right up until like, oh, your due date, or if you go over it. Hey, you weren't born on time, so let's kill you. Daywalkers shouldn't procreate anyway, says Poignant Package. I will say this. This is one of the rare situations where I'm like, you know, I bet she can get some attention. She's not cute, but she's not ugly. She's got the glasses and the dog. So I'm guessing single. But I could understand if some people, particularly of the well, let's call it super soft variety, decided they wanted to get with that. But again, oh, you're not crying. Good. I was going to say, the you don't own me. Nobody is owning you. You're owning yourself with that entire video. To steal someone else's bit. Ma'am, do you know what that video is this? You know what this is? Cell phone. Cell phone. Landers, good. Who would... You're saying that because you hate her opinion, Landers. She is a mousy chick. She's not getting... They're not lining up around the block, but let me tell you, there's probably a few that sniff around. Probably a few friend-zoned ones, too. Probably a few fucking total soy boys that are friend-zoned by this lady, and they're just hoping. They're just hoping. They support her when she says, you know, Donald Trump's going to do this, that, and the other. And that, my friends, is called a chumbawamba. Roots Calhoun saying, I dig mousy chicks, man. See? Owning your bastard offspring is based, says Turd Burglar. Well, that's the thing. She doesn't want to have any bastard offspring, which I support. I support not having bastard offspring. But the whole idea, like, I refuse to have a Nazi's baby. Nobody's making you. To have a Nazi's baby, ma'am, you would first have to find, meet, and fuck a Nazi. Have you done any of those things? No? Then you're fine. You're going to be fine. But hey, like everybody else said, who am I to sit here and complain that someone I think is a little mentally... and also proving that young people do not make smart decisions. She's going to meet somebody in her 30s. They'll be like, oh, or in her 40s. And they'll be lovely. And be like, oh, I always wanted to have a family. Yeah, I had my tubes tied because Donald Trump got voted into office. Do you realize how stupid that is, right? Like, oh, yeah, I sterilized myself. Why? What happened? Well, I just didn't like where the world was heading. So I did that. Cool. Well, that's a depressing outtake. I'm going to go find a lady that can have kids. Bye. And then you're going to be old and be like, why am I old and alone and nobody wants me? Oh, I don't know. Because you made a stance for something completely bullshit, and it's going to come back to bite you. You picked a permanent repercussion and a permanent consequence for a temporary situation. Dumb. I don't play cards and I don't gamble, but that one was a fucking loser. All right, let's clear these out from the first hour because we did all of those. We did all of our second hour stuff. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love hanging out with all you guys. We'll be coming out tomorrow, guns blazing, in a t-shirt probably, t-shirt and glasses, because we're going to be doing the Friday once a month Fund Day stream, and we'll see how that goes. It'll be a drinking show if we do all that. Johnny, you missed two great egg chair promo ideas. Thanks. Call me back. No, I didn't. I don't have any egg chair promo ideas that I need. I don't need to promote my egg chair. I need to finish repairing it, and I need to move into a new studio and figure out a way to make it like a regular part of the show. And I kind of have an idea about doing that, but again, I have to move first. Roots Calhoun. That's actually accurate, SH. What's SH say? Roots Calhoun, you're the guy that they say they hate with your toxic masculinity. Hit up on Tinder after dinner with her boyfriend, or at least that's what I'm going to pretend. Brilliant Packeter pointing out, at least we know Johnny will be sitting while drinking and won't fall over. Well, the drinking isn't a foregone conclusion. I'm going to have one because I bought the damn bottle. Well, I didn't yet. I'm going to buy it tomorrow. I'm going to buy the damn bottle, and I'm going to make the ice cubes, and I'm going to get the cola. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have one because I like them. I haven't had a drink in a while. It's been a minute. There's been a few times where I was going to get booze and didn't, and I haven't had any booze in a while. I haven't done a drinking stream in a year or two, or at least 7 or 8 months. It's been a long time. So we're going to do that. No, we can't. I'll just have one, says Smoke Out Prods. Smoke out prods. Ooh, or a dragon. What? Can I have my tubes tied into a little poodle shape or a dragon? I don't know about that, smoke out prods. I don't know about that. And then I'll stop. Definitely one. No, I'm having one at the beginning of the show. And we'll be reloading it and doing shots with something else if people are doing that. We'll also allow people to throw in money for water shots. She should be proud. Now she is in early menopause. She will have depression, weight gain, and thinning hair. You go, girl. Rusty Grammar saying pour one out for cheese. I'm not going to pour one out for cheese. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hope cheese the best, and I'll take a shot, like that kind of thing. I don't know. You guys can contribute to cheese and have me like salute and do that for him. That's a thing. Jameson ginger ale. No. I'm going to probably get Johnny Walker Black and maybe some cola for the first one, just because I don't like drinking straight because I get fucked up too fast. But I will probably just end up drinking it straight. If people are throwing in money, then we top it off and we drink it and we clear it. Like we'll be doing it that way. So yeah. All right, that woman is going to control Oh, I hope not. Cheese is a terrible drunk driver. He's like 0-5. And he has to learn 5 DUIs and still driving drunk. No thanks. Yeah, motorize the egg chair. There's no reason to. I'll probably just grill cheese if that's okay with everyone. Aha! Jokes. King Kong Dog saying, wait, cheese is in jail again. Sounds like that might be a thing. So, I think Johnny destroyed the egg chair in a gamer rage. No, it's right over there, but I'm not going to move the camera. It's literally right next to me. I haven't been using it. I got to tighten up the base, reattach the lights, and I can't move it very, very well. So I want to set up the studio next time in a way that allows me to do the show from the egg chair and then have my desk as a desk. And I have figured out most of how that works. So now I just need to find the space and kind of sit there and arrange it. Anyways, what? What does it take to have an Uber or have a driving buddy? For what? I'm not going anywhere. Going shopping tomorrow morning. I'm doing the show. I'm not going anywhere in the drinking stream. I'm not going to need an Uber. Oh, wait. No, he's talking about St. Caesar. Cheese may be getting cheesed right now in the butt, says Smoke Out Prods. Even with Pregos in, Jim Morrison and Elvis. Sure. It's with Pregos in? I have no idea. Yeah, I realized you meant cheeseburger pie. Sorry about that, St. Caesar. Let's go grab these stories. Our third hour stories. We got 45 minutes left in the show. If you want us to keep going for an extra half hour, throw in that 25 on YouTube, PayPal, or not YouTube, Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, Cash App, and Twitch. Those sources will contribute straight to the show and earn us that overtime. Otherwise, we'll just take it as we do. Root Scout, I think of it like my sister. No blue hair, purple vacation, and to homeschool. That's a weird mix, SH. That is a weird mix. We've got a variety of different weird, loony, goofy, fun things just to have fun. There's one that I think the audience will have a lot of fun talking about in a little bit if we get to it. 319. It'll be 420 somewhere. Yes, it will. Alrighty. For Cheeseburger Pod, we're caught up. All the chat's caught up. Glad to have you here on all three programs. Let's get to this video. I can't even believe this is a thing. Apparently, Vienna has a vegetable orchestra, and they earned a world record for playing with food. I don't know if this is awesome or not. Should we be inspired? Is this interesting, or is this clown world sad? Let's find out. I need some audio. What is this noise? That sounds horrible. Just stop the scratchy noise. Jesus. Could it be the most mashed potatoes in history? All right, this is a lot of lead. 3 minutes? Get to the you guys playing with food. I don't know what any of this is, and I don't care. That's not mashed potatoes. That looks like a turntable. All right, so they made instruments out of fruit. I don't like the high-pitched things. Can we get to just go to the you playing? Oh, no. Ripping lettuce does not count as awful. I agree. Are we listening to the music they make? LOLs? I think so. And it's, let's say it's a strong endorsement for them not getting any adoration for this. Yeah, you eat that carrot. Vegetable orchestra. Just make lettuce is the horn section. How is lettuce the horn section? Digger saying pretty cool for food instruments, but not my kind of music though. LOLs. Yeah, no, the music sucked. It's not good, but impressive. I would agree with Brian's take. It's not good. It's not good. Coming out here with all these vegetables and fruits. Normally the fruits were the ones holding the instruments. Oh, come on. Johnny, this is lame and gay. I'd rather listen to the music groups that make music with just their voices, and I fucking hate that. Well, thank you. I was just pointing out that all the instruments were recycled as sex toys after filming. No, the band didn't earn any money, so they had to eat their instruments. Point back at her, enjoying the show. Ever been on a cruise? Says Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. No. Mostly because I can't really swim. Barbershop quartets. That's the one you're thinking of. Cum carrots. Gross. No, they just. Why do smoke out prods? Why does it always have to become a sex toy? Why do you always have to fuck it? I mean, we have a story in the third hour that I do want to get to eventually about a guy on a train who apparently, you know what? In fact, I think maybe I need to get to it now, and because this is weird. Because you, Johnny, stay out of this business. Sick with the exotic meats. Sorry. No, man, like I'm saying, everything's you gotta F the hams, the futons. You guys always gotta fuck everything. I didn't realize it was so widespread. That trend. Let me close the window. Cause I found a story before we did the show today. And I will open image in new tab, and we will go to that image as people cast their votes while I read this story. Feel free to describe the person you think is perpetrating this crime. We will show you at the end. I won't read his name. A Missouri man has been charged for the second time after trying to have sex with a train seat for 10 minutes. It's not that he tried the train seat. It's that for 10 minutes, he kept giving it a go. That's the part where I'm worried. You mean like in the first minute you went, this ain't working. King Kong dog, black guy. That's not what I meant. I swear I did not set this up, says Smokeout Prods. No, you didn't. You didn't. But you provided me a segue, and I rode that thing like an actual segue into this story. But yes, Alabama man, says fill some holes. No, it's a Missouri man. Cheese, says King Kong Dog. That's where he is. A Missouri man has been charged for this. This is the part I love. For the second time. Whoa. For the second time. Is charged for the second time in a year with trying to engage in a sexual... I can't even read it. It's so funny. He was trying to engage in a sexual act with a seat on the Metrolink. This follows a slew of... I don't care about those other shocking reports. I want to talk about this one. So-and-so was charged this week by St. Louis County prosecutors with 2 counts of misdemeanor sexual conduct. A woman told investigative officers that on February 13th, she saw a man exposing himself at the UMSL South Metrolink station, according to the news. On that same day, police said the man took a train at Central West End Station, took out his genitals, and when it arrived at Lambert Station, he allegedly proceeded to have sex with the upper bar of one of the train seats for about 10 minutes. And the incident was caught on surveillance video. Where's the video? Oh, no. Release the tape. Release the tape. I need to see this. Missouri man humps train seat. Concrete. No. The story. Oh, that's the one from before. No, don't want that. We don't have this video. You can't say it was caught on film and not provide the video. Hear the thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Play back. It's sexual healing, baby. I want sexual healing. He said, have a seat, not impregnate the vehicle. Sex acts are disgusting, and when I get that feeling. All right, so he said, bird collector saying tired. The seat was not harmed in this crime. I mean, I don't know. It might have been stained. We don't really know if he planned on stopping at one seat, right? He could have humped forever. 10 minutes ago. All right, so the man's name is D'Angelo Covington. D'Angelo Covington is our seat fucker. I give you D'Angelo Covington. How do you pin that? D'Angelo Covington. I don't know where to put this one. This one feels really weird to me. Johnny, you should sell him our fuckhole futons. I don't have futons, and they don't have fuckholes, so that takes that one out. Beverly D'Angelo is a gilf. I don't know if I asked about that. I don't think so. Okay. Good to know. I could never cheat on my pillow. I could never cheat on my pillow body pillow with a dirty public seat, says Rusty Grammer. He was trying to make the hole in his mattress jealous. I'm guessing leather chaps and cowgirl boots, but that's just me, says Rusty Grammar. The leather feels so good, says Live Glass. Maybe with lube, but otherwise I feel like it would chafe. What was the seat wearing? I feel like the seat was asking for it, says Rusty Grammar. I don't think so. Smoke Out Prods. He seems nice. Yeah, no, he looks a little angry for a seat fucker. Is that motherfucker Ginger? Might be. It's hard to tell. It's that remarkably well tanned Missouri man, which is weird given the time of year. Not usually what happens. But hey, some people just hold on to it. The seat was not harmed. Yeah, we covered that one. Okay. We've got a half hour left. He looks Cro-Magnon. Right? That's the way I described him to somebody else. It's like, oh, man, you've got to see this Cro-Magnon. It's like, this looks like a guy who would hump a seat. With no offense, like, if you were going to, like, pick him out of a lineup, which one of these fellas do you think, like, full dick out, unabashed, fucked a seat? I'd be like, yeah, that guy. That guy fucked a seat. Is that Mersh, says Saint Caesar. No, his eyes are straight. And there's all the other reasons. But firstly, his eyes are straight. He looks Steph Curry black, says King Kong Dong. I don't know. I don't have those kind of gradients. I don't know how those things work. I don't know. I didn't notice his nostrils, says Smoke Out Prods. Well, you did now because you mentioned it. Too many jokes. I just can't wait, says T. Jefferson. Well, I'm staring at the chats. They're being made. Seat Fucker sounds like a Steven Seagal film that never made it to full production. I'm the seat fucker. I feel like that probably is true. That probably is a Steven Seagal film that didn't work out. But hey. Oh, God. Now that's going to be in my... Oh, no. It's going to be in my algorithm because I was looking for a video of a dude humping a train seat, so now that's going to come up, people humping stuff. I don't need that in my feed. That's going to be a problem. Problematic. Okay, so we have a half hour left in the program. Just kind of coming to an end today. Tomorrow's big fun day thing is going to be super fun. It'll be a drinking stream and all that. If we have all that fun, awesome shit happening, hope you'll be a part of it. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love having you on all three platforms. No, we did the Vegetable Orchestra, so we're done with you. That one's bye-bye. I could see falling in love with a train seat. That sounds bad. Snakes on a Bus is a bad sequel to a bad movie. Well, yeah, but this one's Trouser Snakes on a Train. I'm sorry, that title's funny. That title's funny. You've heard of Snakes on a Plane, but have you heard of Trouser Snakes on a Train? What's he doing? Oh, he's humping the seat. Oh, dear God. First, they punched his ticket. Then he punched theirs. If it was a nice chair on the Orient Express, I may consider it. We call him an anagram American, says T. Jefferson. Smoke Out Prod saying, those seats are not malleable. It's hard plastic. I don't know. Either way, he's getting in on it. What was he even doing? He literally took his dick out and started humping the top part of the chair. He took his dick out and started humping the top part of the seat. For 10 minutes. I love that we have that it was 10 minutes. We know for a fact that this dude humped a chair for 10 minutes. And it's his second time. So clearly he has a type. He likes high backs. That's what it was. Was it consensual? Well, I can say this. The chair was bolted to the floor, so the chair certainly didn't have the option to leave. Speaking of humping things. Yes, Al, I'm talking about you. Because you're doing that again. So I figured you came here to F your dog. Smoke Out Prods. 10 minutes? Okay, Romeo, no need to show off. So either he was really into it or really distracted, says SH. This could be revenge porn and essay. I mean, possibly. But what would the train have done to him? Pornhub might have a new employee, or at the very least, a new category. The worst part is, we have heard that he's part of a secret society that plans to run a train on the train at some point. Oh, no. All right, let me get my legs up so you can jump in my lap. The bolts are just cruel. Cruel and unusual because they're hex nuts. For Satan. All right, what? And they used metric. All right, come on. There we go. Are you happy now? Hey, everybody, it's the kitty. Ryan the Garbage Man. You've heard of Money Plane. Now here's Cunny Train. Here comes the Cunny Train. It ain't gonna be okay. What's that guy doing anyway? On the Cunny Train. Brown recluse in the caboose would be scary. I mean, I don't know why it would be a brown recluse, Rusty Grammar. That you're just picking that because it rhymes. But Digger thinks trains are safer than planes. Trains are safer than planes, but how many people hump the seat in the airplane? I don't know. And that's the bad thing. Like, at least with the train, if he keeps humping the seat, you can throw him out. You can't do that on a plane. Can't open the door. That's my biggest problem with the airplane is I can't step out for a smoke. Is that part of the thrill? Any hole you make is going to have serious risks of sharp edges. Yeah, dude, he just wants a good old torture fuck, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing he was on substances at the time. Apparently he was high and drunk and also, again, fucking a chair. That's the part that I love. It's the 10 minutes of unabashed chair humping and the second offense. That's where it pays out for me. Oh, Alucard, don't hit my keyboard with your tail. I have been abandoned by the cat. We've got a half hour left in the program. Unless anybody wants to help us knock out the remaining $25 in the show to go into the overtime thing and keep me from looking for other work. So we have 25 left for that. I've got a bunch of stuff left to cover. So let's get to this next one. I've never been to New Jersey. How many people have been? It's like Jigsaw's sex test. Smoke out prods. What are all these great hemp inventions hippies won't shut the fuck up about? I don't know who you're at. Where are all these great hemp inventions? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. It did say he was going at it. Did it say he was going at it with the same seat at both times? No, it did not. It did not confirm whether or not it was the same seat and he was a repeat of fucker. But we do know that he's done this before. You cheated on your wife. You slept in the trenches. Have sex with this sharp seat hole, and you can live. Live or die. Make your choice. All right. Anyways, how do I see? This is a problem. This is the problem. I wanted to save that for the end because again, how do you top that? How do you top that? Because I was going to do that one as like the crescendo and call it a day. What happened to chivalry? Right? He didn't even buy her a date or take her anywhere. He relied on the Metro Rail to do that. He humped a seat for 10 minutes. 10 minutes! Twice! Say this, the guy's got some stamina. All right, I've never been to New Jersey. I also have no desire to go there. $5 from Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. I was born in Jersey. Here is 20% of the goal. Canada sucks MAGA. Thank you, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. I appreciate that $5. We are going to do a little controlled burn for you. Let me get the thing together. I keep mentioning this to people, and there's mixed feelings on it, but if things have to change, they can. I just have to do work for that. The way we run YouTube and Rumble is when they pay out, we count it on the show's goal. That's what bought out most of yesterday. Rumble's been firing like gangbusters lately. Every time we hit $50 on Rumble, we can issue a payout, and over 100 on YouTube. So the reason we don't count them is because if we get just the 5 and that's all we make for the month, so we would never get it. So he's just humping like owie, owie, owie. I don't think you'd say owie while you're humping. I think you'd just... But then again, 10 minutes? How long do you have to go till you earn your reprieve? Girl I slept with in college had us watch hentai version of Saw. She was kind of fucked up. Oh, yeah, and I'm sure you totally resisted. You were sleeping with her. All right, so let's grind this up so we can celebrate that. Our next story is out of New Jersey. I've never been tempted to go visit New Jersey. I know people are like, "Oh, Jersey's awesome." No, but the weirdest thing I've ever seen making a tourist attraction in New Jersey is just a boat that washed up on shore. All right, Coyote NV with $4.99 left to salute that too. Those will be coming in like a week or two here when Rumble pays out. I don't think it'll be next week or the week after, but probably the one after that. But either way, it'll end up buying out like a week or two like it did last time. Here we go and play.
It's exposed to the constant flow of tides, but heavy
Why is it in
traffic
one
is
channel?
stuck and isolated, except for the curious.
You can see on social media, everybody's posted pictures next to it, and it's been quite the attraction.
The 34-foot
It doesn't look
has
like it.
sat abandoned on Brigantine's Cove Beach since late December. It washed up here after breaking free of its moorings nearby.
We're trying to get permission on our end to have the boat removed from the owner. He stated he purchased the boat for a minimal fee.
Although it seems to have once been parked in Brooklyn, police say Heavy Traffic's current owner lives in Massachusetts. He's 35 and told them he's a college student.
He let us know that unfortunately he just doesn't have the money to get the boat off the beach, and we need to do something with this boat, and we're trying to look at what our legal options are right now.
Broken glass among the hazards here.
Kids are probably going to be playing on it and stuff.
Police say the need of getting the boat off the beach is becoming more urgent. They're worried because once spring and summer get here, there are going to be a lot more people around.
Having an abandoned boat just creates a dangerous situation for everybody. So at this point, it's prudent for us to try to expedite this process.
Does he want the boat back?
That's what we're trying to ascertain.
Local and state authorities have already filed charges.
I mean, if I'm not
related
paying
to
for
the
it,
abandoned boat against the owner.
Oh, fuck you. It's not his fault the mooring broke. The only two states you really need to go to are Jersey, and the only two states you really need to go to are Jersey and California. I don't know if I agree with that one, Smoke Out Prods. Some great sex, Brian said. Yeah, she was crazy. I don't care what the status of this boat is. These beaches will stay open. They have boat insurance for stuff like that, says Mr. Q. I don't know. I've never had a boat. Never had a boat. So I've never had boat insurance. But then why doesn't he do that? You're didn't they say like a 30-year-old college student? You're a 30-year-old college student? How many degrees do you need? What job field are you going into? And if you're doing all of this stuff, why buy a boat? All right, let's go. Let's see how bad this ends.
Out there who was either generous, there's somebody out there.
Thank you, Ross
who maybe
Dogs
has the
and Coyote
equipment to
Envy.
help
I really
tow it
appreciate
off
your
for 'em.
support, and that'll be chipping in at the end of the month when YouTube pays it. Thank you so much.
When we're talking tens of thousands of dollars to have this boat removed, it's a lot.
A need to get Heavy Traffic anchored somewhere else before summer congestion hits the shore. Ted Greenberg, NBC 10 News.
Oh, that one was rough on me. Smoke Out Prod's doing it again. Did you read my prep sheet? Did you read my prep sheet? You will not believe what the next story is. Oh, it's not washing up on shore. It's not washing up on shore. But it is pretty damn funny. Let's see. I think I have to read it though because it's not a not a video story. All right, let's open image a new tab. Open image a new tab. Just make sure we don't see anything. Open image a new tab. I'm going to shrink the window. All right. So let's get to this story. I'll read the headline. I was going to wait a little bit more. Had to make up for my last lackluster performance yesterday. Dude, I don't know if you know this or not, but you don't have to make up for a bad performance. I have to make up for underfunding and bad performances, but that's because it's my show. But you don't have to. But I say thank you so much for helping us. And so let's get over to this. I'm going to take me off the screen because I don't want to be associated with these images. These are the first images of humpback whales reproducing in the wild. And you might be like, well, who gives a shit? Well, because the first images we have of humpback whales reproducing in the wild are with 2 male humpback whales. Two male humpback whales. These are the first images of them having reproducing in the wild. And they're both males. It was not what I was expecting, says biologist Stephanie Stack. When biologist Stephanie Stack first saw the photographs of the 2 humpback whales mating in the warm waters of Hawaii, she said her mind was, quote, completely blown. Ma'am, I don't, look, I'll break my camera rule for a little bit here. Ma'am, don't use phrases like your mind was blown. Because as far as I know, these 2 dudes are about to blow each other. Well, new business model. What? Digger, what did Digger say? That Digger 420? Better than solo feet that wash up on BC's shore. I don't know what we're talking about. Solo feet. I'm just on today. Yeah, had to think about all the meats. Who said? I love the theory that the feet just happen to be carried by the current because feet be there. Look forward to feet forever, I guess. King Kong Dong Digger, we're going. No, we're not. And why would you do that? I don't see any whale dicks, says Return Trip. Did they catch crabs, says No Mario. I knew the jokes would come in on this one. Canned gay whale could be sold at a premium. No, I don't know. LGBT brah. With the amount of solo feet that have washed up here and your West Coast too, there's got to be at least 100 different folks missing feet now. I feel like those people aren't around, and it's all that's left. All right, so that's the first picture. There's the next one. I don't know if you can see the I don't know where the damn thing is. All right, when I realized it was 2 males, that was not what I was expecting. She told As It Happens host Nicole Kloska. I thought, oh my gosh, this is happening. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Not this is happening. I read it as it happens and my brain skipped. Stack chief biologist at the Pacific Whale Foundation in Maui says this is the first time humpback whales have been documented reproducing. She co-authored a paper about the rare sighting in the Journal of Marine Mammal Science. The findings are just the latest of a growing body of evidence that same-sex interactions are widespread in the animal kingdom. But one researcher cautions against making broad assumptions about humpbacks based on a single documented instance. Right, what if these are the only 2 gay ones? Especially because the whales appeared to be in poor health. What if they really didn't have any other option? What if we're taking All of this is it's gay in the animal kingdom just because they don't have anything else. Prison whales, big whale cocks is all right. Okay. Smoke out prods, follow the science. What are we talking about? The science. Experts are like, sometimes people feet fall off. Sometimes they're in the ocean. Cry about it. I don't think those are experts. I don't think those are experts, okay? Maybe they're retarded. There's any number of reasons. There is a laundry list of reasons. Oh, dear Lord, there's more. There's more. Guys, we have more whale porn. They were thirsty. They were thirsty. Aren't whale dicks supposed to be huge, or isn't that only a certain breed of whale? Well, we don't know that they actually got penetration. For the love of God, 2 males cannot reproduce. Right, but they can hump in the wild, so I guess that means we have to say that it happens? I don't know. And animals driven entirely by instincts that might just go at one point for one thing. Like, I haven't gotten laid, so I got to fuck something. As someone else had already said, prison whales. What if they just haven't found a lady? Was there an available female nearby? I don't want to do the Zelensky hometown thing. Rescuers battled what? This isn't the one that I grabbed. I wanted the one where Korea bombed themselves. How did we miss that? We did the abandoned thing? The humpback whales, done. I don't remember this one at all being a thing. Well, we have about 9 minutes left in the program anyway, so we'll go through this one. You guys remember, you remember Doug Ford's brother? I think it was Robert, was it Rob? Rob Ford? Doug is still alive and kicking, and apparently Ontario Premier Doug Ford has asked people to stop texting him during the night because he says the barrage of messages is interrupting the few hours of sleep he's able to get. I thought we had a video of this. Oh, we do. Okay. Doug Ford loses transparency fight to block the release of his personal cell phone. Oh, so this is why. Okay. At the end of the news conference, on Tuesday, Ford addressed people and said he had that people had texted him personally and were waiting for him to respond, estimating more than 4,000 unread text messages he needed to reply to. Please have patience with me. Don't get insulted if I don't get back to you. They're coming in hundreds, if not thousands a day, and I cannot keep up. The premier controversially uses the same device for government work, personal, and party business, and recently lost a transparency battle involving the device in front of the province's privacy watchdog. So he had to give out his number. He gave out his number and they're trolling him. This was Hawaii. Maybe they swam over from Fukushima waters. Nuclear waste brain gay. I don't think so. Wild Saffron. Thank goodness you don't pay per text anymore, right? Tons of fantasy writers and full-blown wackaloons seem to love the water. Interesting. Scientist says that 2 males fucking is reproduction needs to be shunned from the science community. Okay. So, well, they didn't necessarily say reproduction. They threw around sex a lot. The step chair was innocent and didn't lead him on. Okay, St. Caesar. Never seen animal in my life. Almost like nature knows them. Well, again, there's arguments. There's growing arguments, and now we have footage that those two F. And here's another one, though. A lot of people do that with dolphins, and I don't think you realize dolphins just approach everything with their dick. Like, dolphins hump everything. The things they eat, the things they kill, the people that swim with them, they hump everything. Dolphins are humpy creatures. So, I don't think anyone really cares about Doug Ford. I don't think anyone really cares about Doug Ford. Pretty sure we're good. Pretty sure we're good. Let's see if we can find something fun or stupid to watch. I don't want to talk about rescuers battling chaos and debris in Zelensky's hometown. I did have, and I don't know where it went, the Korean military bombing their own during a training exercise. Did I not grab it? Missouri man, cell phone, missile. Yeah, that's not the one. That ain't the one. Where are we going here? Besides the frogs, but the water was poisoned to make them gay. It's documented. It's proven. Right, but I'm just saying there's other species like otters and dolphins are very, or not otters. No, maybe otters. Sea lions, I know. Again, humpy creatures. They hump you. They hump you hard. Let's see if we have a thing we can pull up quick here for. Yep. I don't care about that. Okay. This dude released a video saying I met the scariest tribe in this country. Okay. What country is that?
I'm currently sat here with the spirit birds of the Witawai tribe in the highlands of Papua New Guinea. These guys sit here by the waterfall, the sacred waterfall, and protect it from outsiders, from bad deeds, and they are pretty scary. You will not harm me. No? Hopefully not.
After you get done filming, they'll beat the shit out of you. You broke the golden rule. You're sitting in the water, my friend. Otters are both aggressive and humpy, says T. Jefferson. SH, so do dolphins? So dolphins are the bonobos of the ocean. Is the bonobo a hunter? Or a humper? Not a hunter, a humper. Otters, their penis noses strike fear in the butts of their enemies. Ew. The Canadian Prime Minister cried today. Aw. That's funny. I don't have that video. I just have this guy looking like shit.
The highlands of Papua New Guinea is a fascinating place. I love it here.
I love it here. And I'm going to put it on this video. And I'm going to post it. Aren't these guys here just to prevent this kind of shit from happening? Because you post this, and they're going to be like, hey, you're coming up to our waterfall. They want you to leave the waterfall alone, buddy. Womp womp. Bonobos are very horny apes. I got 3 minutes. Let's look that up. Oh, it's
Hey, I'm Dan Harris, and I'll admit that I have a very bad habit of fixating on things. I think the shrinks would call this obsession. It actually has sex for fun, not just for breeding. Bonobos have sex.
Jesus.
Face to face. They have gay sex, oral sex, group sex, you name it. They are pretty much good to go. These aren't senseless orgies they're having here. Sex has a real purpose in the bonobo community.
Yeah, for reproducing and apparently for having a great time.
They use it as a way to resolve conflict. Instead of fighting over food, they use sex as a way to calm things down.
So wait a minute. So if two dudes start fighting, they fuck it out? They just like rubbing genitals together. T. Jefferson, I told you they were very horny, John. You did. You did. You warned me. You warned me. I should have known. Amazing. This is secluded tribe. They would eliminate all of it if they could see. Mr. Q heading out of here. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. I should probably get going too. It's getting late. We're running up on the end of it. I'll do one last check quick to see if somebody... wait, nope. Now I'm getting a VUV. Why did it VUV? Am I calling it too early? Do I have another half hour to do? In which case, I might be in trouble. I kind of burned through my stuff kind of fast there. Nope. Nope. Let's see what that one is. Yep. Nope. We're good. All right. Please, 30 more minutes, says Mr. Q. You're leaving. You're leaving. Sandy, hi there. Hi, everybody. Sounds like another podcaster I heard about, says Mr. Q. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, I was only leaving because you were leaving. 12-hour streams is Point Picker. No, I'm $25 short from making the money that justifies me doing this every day, so I'm certainly not doing extra time. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to call it a day. The fun stream, the big fun stream is tomorrow, so maybe people are holding out for that. That's what I can hope. Anyways, we'll find out tomorrow. And if not, I'll be remarkably sober by the end of it, so it'll be one of the easiest drinking streams I'll do. Anyhow, we're going to get going. We're going to get out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. I hope I can keep doing this for all you guys. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Thank you for hanging out with me and putting up with all my bullshit. I'm glad to have you guys and all of yours. We'll be back tomorrow with Digger, because Digger will be helping with the fund stream. So you guys have a great day. Be well. We'll see you when we return.
Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you two fucking fucks? Fuck! Game over, man. It's game over.